Wait, is it unmuted now? Wait, what? Yeah, it's unmuted now? Oh, shit. Is it?
Yes. No, I just did.
No, you just did.
Yeah, I just did.
You just did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're unmuted.
What episode? I don't fucking know anymore. 204? 420?
420.
Yeah, 420.
420.
We are up to episode 420.
Yeah.
So,
Incredible.
incredible. Tonight, on the podcast, to get this going, we have the incredible Flashcult, Australia's tallest DJ. I'm always going to call you that. And we also have the other incredible guy over here.
Even taller.
Even taller. Harley.
Slightly.
AKA Gnarly. So Flashcult, Harrison, Gnarly, Harry, or Harley, sorry. So, you guys are DJs, producers, really good producers, been playing in the scene for a long, long time.
A while now, yeah.
But you guys have been, like, involved in the Perth nightlife for a long time. And, like, you're heavyweights,
Some would say too long.
Yeah,
Still
no.
getting used to my mindset's back when I was like underdog, new to the scene, and then I realized, oh, no, I'm not new to the scene anymore.
Well, that's
actually
it.
been 10 years now.
Yeah, it's like time flies when you're having fun, right? But like, to get this ball rolling, so like, how did you guys get into DJing? What was the thing that was like, I want to do that. I want to play some music.
Mr. Joel Borner.
Joel, what?
Thanks,
Who's that?
Joel Borner.
Joel Warner. Okay.
Well, I started DJing. I went to a DJ school in Malaga when I was like 14, and I did the 10-week course. And by the end of the 10 weeks, I was working there, just like doing shit there.
So it wasn't Lab 6 though.
No,
or anything. What was the?
It doesn't exist anymore.
But it was like, what year was this? Like, how long ago? Like,
When I was 14,
Like
so
19.
2004, 2014.
yeah, no shit. All right then.
What?
Wait, 2014.
No.
Wait, what?
Around there, a long time
We're
ago.
like
A long time ago.
36 or
Yeah.
I can't maths very well. That's why I'm a DJ.
Yeah,
I get half.
yeah, you can half. I can half too.
Yeah, picked it up then, and then really started to take it seriously when I did house parties, probably about a year after I started mucking around.
Yeah. Like, what was the first, like, just CDJs, first decks you ever used? Or?
First decks I ever used was Tractor S4.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's all coming to light
Still got
now.
my
And then-
track
Oh, you had one as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I see how it is now.
Goated. Absolutely goated controller.
Yo, Kiki, can you bring that up real
Yeah,
quick?
yeah,
That
just,
track
just,
there is for?
yeah.
I don't really know if I can recommend it as a beginning controller now, because it's like you may as well use record box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But
yeah.
it was sick. It's
No,
really
you just
good.
buy something Pioneer
But
brand that
you
looks
still
kinda
use
like that.
Tractor, right?
That's it. Yeah, I still use it, yeah. Yeah, I take my
Man.
laptop everywhere. I take that.
Yeah, you
literally.
got the updated.
Yeah, that one. I got a bag and everything. It just all fits into it.
Now, I do miss how much you could do with Tractor.
Well, I just, honestly, I just love the laptop and having 4 decks. So I can just go, I'm playing this song, have that, I'm playing that next, I'm going to play that one next, that one next.
It is really good when you're doing like long haul sets like
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
it,
for,
like 6 hours.
Long
Yeah.
Yeah.
sets, it's good because you wouldn't be able to pay me enough to bring my laptop like out of the house and
Yeah.
in front of drunk people. I'd be so scared.
Yeah, it gets like that sometimes. But so like you so like jumping back though. So like you bought.
How I got started.
Yeah.
Was at the DJ school. Fooled around with DJing for a year, and then I went to an underage event called Erupt, and that's where Harley comes into it.
So Erupt. What was the venue and stuff?
Oh,
The first event
can't
was
fool that up.
Joondalup.
Yeah.
For it, I don't
Somewhere in
know.
Joondalup. And
I just moved here, so I didn't even know.
What? So you're not even from here then originally?
No, I was from Sydney.
No shit. Okay. I thought you were Perth homegrown. Okay. So then like you went to the event and that's where you guys bumped into each other then.
I sold a bunch of our mutual friends tickets and Harley
Yeah.
for this event.
Our schools
And
were very
then-
like love-hate kind of thing. Like they were the two schools where it's like they hung out or they were enemies.
What,
kind of thing.
Sydney school or the
No,
Perth
the
school?
ones,
yeah.
yeah,
I was about to say,
I
it's
don't
like,
know
that's
about
long
hate,
term.
but All
No,
of my friends went to your school.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Where there's always either a relationship you have with another school where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's our enemy school,
Yeah.
or that's our like
Pull this
friend
in.
school.
Sorry.
Out?
Yeah, just more
the
in
microphone.
like that.
You gotta talk into it. Oh,
Yeah, like,
not like that.
All right.
yeah.
So I
That's all good.
sold this guy a ticket. He met the guy running the show, and then you got DJ lessons from Joel.
Yeah, he did a backflip off a pool table, and I was really impressed. I said, "Teach me how to DJ."
Teach me how to Dougie.
That's
Teach me how to
pretty much
Dougie.
it. That's actually exactly how it went down.
What, we were
Nice.
16 at that time or 15?
I think 15, and then I started learning when I was 16.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I knew of like Erupt and Joel and stuff for a little bit prior to actually getting involved with him.
But so there were quite a few events that this Joel got through and stuff, or
Not heaps, but I did a fair amount, and then we did get involved. And
Yeah.
we probably had a hand in 5 or 6, or maybe
5 or 6 events.
5 or
really?
6 events.
Really, that's cool.
We were
That's
doing
awesome.
like pretty cool pumping like under 18 events. Like I think there was like U18 project, and that was it. It was,
Yeah.
like, there was 2 things that
Yeah.
you had access to as an under 18 person, and then so it kind of like in a situation like that, you got a bit of a monopoly over it, and you just got one competitor doing the same thing, and there's
Yeah.
a lot
We
of
did
under 18.
some shows at Leaderville HQ.
Yeah, those were sick.
Yeah, that's cool. Like where the skate park is,
Yeah,
right?
one of them
Yeah.
we had way too many people. It was like double the legal capacity.
And what? Did,
But it went great.
Yeah,
There was
went
no
good.
issues. But
Yeah,
it was,
that's
we
cool.
also wouldn't get away with it nowadays.
but then, like, who was DJing and like, what was the music like?
I
and
played the opening set. I played like UK bass. Did you play a set of that one? The first one?
Nah, not the
Just you
first
hanging
one.
out.
I was just chilling.
Hanging out,
yeah.
seeing how things ran.
How was it for your first set though? Like, like was that your very first set in front of people? Or?
I'd already played like lots of house parties.
Yeah, but not like an actual official like in front of.
The house parties hall that I played with like 200 kids going crazy. It
Oh,
was,
okay, so they were proper.
it was
proper
actually
things.
fairly close to proper full-blown event.
No shit.
For the house parties we were doing, like back in the day, 200 was a small one.
But then how
Most
like
part.
people just approach you and be like, I'm throwing a massive gathering, like.
Can't exactly remember how it all started, but it's like this was all around the Wanneroo, Joondalup area. Some of them were even further up north,
Yeah.
but all of that area was at this point in time. Kids would have parties, invite everyone in their year, charge $5-10 on the door,
That's alright. That's not bad.
and then like when someone would ask me, I'd say like, "Can you add me to the Facebook event?" And I'd see how many people are going, like judge to the risk factor. And then my price goes up because I already see they're charging $10 entry. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
it,
Give me
yeah.
some of
Once
that.
we see you're making money, then we're making
Give me that.
yeah, but then like, how did you guys connect? So like, you sold Harley a ticket, right? But
We-
then after you sold the ticket, do you guys just meet up at that first
we
event?
were
and then-
already around one of the time,
Yeah.
but on opposite sides of the party, like had our own
on
little
the other
friend
side of the dance
pockets.
floor. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was on one side of the party going, fuck that guy on the other side.
Who's this tall guy?
Yeah. I honestly, like, I didn't like have, like, we weren't friends. Like, I literally was just, like, I remember being, like, younger and just, like, looking at him kind of being like, fuck this dude.
Who's this guy playing
This
music on his
staunchy guy.
Bluetooth speaker?
Yeah. But then, like, then you get, like, older and uglier and you kind of realize, like, oh, I was jealous. Like, fair enough. And now we're best friends.
Yeah, nice.
So it's chilling.
But then, like, when did you guys decide to actually do these gigs together? And like, did you have to take your own equipment and stuff? Or
It was, honestly, it was all.
Yeah.
I'm
It was
saying it was
all-
Harrison. Like, it really was.
All
Really?
my equipment.
Harrison.
Dad helped me get started by investing a fair bit. Like I asked for the controller and a laptop for one of my birthdays, 14, 15,
yeah,
and then Dad got me 2 top speakers, and then I think I saved up for a sub.
what were
and
the
Dad
speakers?
helped me out with some more equipment, but I paid it back. The speakers I used were the Behringers,
Oh, just those thin, the small Behringers, right?
15-inch.
Oh, 15s. But they don't like, because then you know how like other PAs are like really thick, like they get really wide almost. Not wide, but like their depth or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And you can get those really
Yeah,
thin
they are.
ones.
They are pretty weak, but when you pair them with the subwoofer,
Yeah,
they
they're
work
loud.
well.
Yeah.
They still stand up today as like if I were to start doing private gigs, I definitely would buy a new top
Yeah, because
speaker.
they're only like $300 each or something,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Those things got beat. They've on
Oh, there you
on
go,
speaker
500.
poles as tall as I am, falling over, getting rained on. They still work
Fuck yeah.
today.
That's all right. That's really
You
good.
How
can
many
have that one
times did I
Behringer.
actually get rained on. But yeah, it was like a whole carload of stuff. We were doing gigs on the S4, and then I got a DJ 4-channel Pioneer controller.
Yeah. But like standalone, so like no
No, not
laptop.
standalone, but it was like one of the more premium controllers.
Yep.
That was really good for a couple years. And then once I'd made enough money, I went, I'm going to go buy like a proper setup.
Yeah, and actually,
I got the XDJs, and that was closer towards the end of when we did so many house parties. It was still under. No, I bought the XDJs when I was 19, so we just got into the clubs, and I was sort of transitioning out of only being able to do house parties
to the club standard, yeah. Well, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just bought it when it made sense to. Like,
Yeah.
I would not recommend to go buy the individual setup to
It's so
really to
expensive.
anyone.
Yeah.
you don't
You
need
don't
it.
need it.
Yeah.
You don't need
But
it.
if you really want it,
I've had my setup for so long, and I literally used it for a few months, and now it just sits there. It's just a glorified MP3 player now.
So what's your setup then?
It's like 2 XDJs and a DJM. Is it 750?
750 Mark
750
II.
as well. Mark
I have
II.
the XDJ Mark IIs.
I got
Yeah.
the Mark ones.
They're good. They're good, but they can't do any more than the controller. And the pads at the bottom of the controller are the thing I miss. The hot Q pads.
Yeah. That's it. That's what I love about the tractor, like
Yeah.
S4. Because you're just being able to beat juggle, do whatever.
Yeah.
Loop, cue, whatever, really, like on the fly.
Literally, I don't think anyone should be buying shit like this for themselves, or
No.
like fucking having a setup.
Especially
like that.
now you can go to like a studio and use
Yeah, you go to
use,
hen
like
house.
40 an hour or
Or
even
you
a
could
bit
just
less.
buy a controller the size of your arm, and you can still
Yeah,
do
but
everything
like-
you want. It's just smaller.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Use
Just
the
go buy
controller at home,
Yeah.
and then whenever you
Second-hand-
want, you can go to the studio.
That's it.
Like-
Secondhand RX or something.
Dude, before I even had an S4, like I've had people ask me so many times, like, oh, what did you use to start DJing? Bro, I used my laptop, man. I didn't even have equipment. I downloaded the Tractor software and then
Yeah.
key mapped all the buttons to my keyboard, and then I was literally DJing like this on my
That's
keyboard,
cool.
just like
Hot cues.
yeah, play on spacebar, shift play for the next deck, and then you've got like you set up each set on either side. So I was using like the numpad to like select tracks and things like that. Like, you can literally just do all of that in Tractor. I
Yeah.
didn't have an S4. I found one on Gumtree like I don't know, a few weeks after I set that up, because I was like, oh, this is great. I want to be able to do more with it. And then I just went and bought a secondhand S4, and I've still got it. I'm never going to get rid of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's part
I
of
wouldn't make the
history.
money back, but exactly. It's
Yeah.
just like it's there to have, and it covers like a dirty spot up on my wall as well. And it's like, it's great. It's really good.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah, it's really good.
So, what was some of like the funnest house parties you guys did? Because if it was like 200 was a small house party, like how wild did they get?
We
Like,
did.
Bro,
The parties, the ball after
Ball
parties,
after parties are fucked.
crazy.
they would have been, yeah, I can imagine.
yeah, one of them I literally just landed back in Perth, got off a plane, and then literally got dropped off at this party, and I had to play my set like an hour later, and it was literally just like a alleyway rented out with like
No, it was
like-
a warehouse car park. We did it with
true,
the
sorry.
Erupt events
pitch
guy.
black. It looked like just an alleyway. But yeah, it's a car park, but like all sectioned off. It was sick.
Yeah.
Actually, so sick.
Full proper operation. Like security guards were hired. It was
Red fences
it was
set up and
more
everything.
secure than some venues I work in.
It's just an
And
after party.
We did 3 of them for 3 different high schools. The last one, we had 750 attendees.
Holy crap! What the fuck? And
We
like,
had like festival specs, like little side stage.
yeah.
Crazy.
It just went.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was pretty sick.
What
One of the
time- yeah.
craziest ones though. Like that was definitely one. Like a couple of them made the news, but
After we left.
yeah, but one of them got
Nice.
like very swatted. That one was like kind of hectic, but they don't touch us. Like Harrison even like he taught me this like early on. He's like, oh dude, police shop, as long as you look like you're packing up or you know are packing up, they won't touch you. They'll take one look at you and be like, oh, they're doing stuff that isn't music, leave them alone. And everyone else, they got fucked up.
But then, like, what would happen? Like, so with you guys packing up, you just go, okay, police are here, music stop.
Yeah.
let's, we're packing up now. Sorry, guys.
A fair few times the police would just come in and have a look.
Yeah.
And there's like clearly underage drinking and shit going on, but no
You're
one.
tall enough though, so like,
They
oh,
let
maybe
it slide so many times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like definitely illegal shit happening here, but no one's dying.
And no one's fighting.
That's it.
There
Yeah.
was literally, I don't think, ever like a big fight or brawl or anything
Not when
like
we were
that.
there.
That's
Not when we
good.
were there. No,
That's really good.
no
though.
one ever fucked with our shit or touched our equipment or like anything. It was
But
actually hell cool.
A
That's
couple of the
awesome.
parties ended up on the news,
Yeah.
and we have a theory that the kids got bored after we left and decided to break shit,
It probably
like smash up
potentially.
neighbors' cars and everything.
Oh, they got that bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like there was like helicopters over the houses, like the riot police
Yeah,
came
squads,
straight through the
dogs.
garage and like knocked everyone down with shields and shit like that. Like it was
But didn't touch
great.
us.
And
They
you
didn't
guys
touch
are
us.
like, yeah, we're going now.
Yeah, they've got they've got a booze bus. It's like a street that way and streets on either side. They got a booze bus here, horses there, and then cars there blocking every single exit. And then we're just walking out carrying a PA, and we're like, our car's over there. Yeah, go on.
See you guys. Have a good night.
You got an envelope full of cash and a PA under your arm. Get out of here.
Envelope full of cash.
We actually know one of the, like a prominent photographer, JKD. Do you know of him?
No, I don't think so.
I love
no.
you, Jack.
Okay, he's been as long in the scene as any of us here.
Yeah, yeah.
We know him from back in those days.
Is he still doing stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
He works
sweet.
alongside me and Harley a fair bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout
I'd
out.
hire him
But
a
if you're
lot.
watching, come on.
Yeah,
mate.
I'd hire him a lot to do photos at like the events I used to run. So yeah, that was sick. It was always good having him there because it's like, hey, yo, it's like one of the only people that can like enter the room, and I'm like, I've known you for
Yeah.
fucking so long. I'm like, we're both in this. Like, let's go. It was good.
Yeah, that's his.
Yeah, that's the
page.
boy.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Big
Shout out
then.
JKD. He takes a photo. It's a good photo.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a very cool guy.
So when did you guys realize that it's like this is what you wanted to do? Because
When I would take every single like every time Ultra Music Festival was on in America, I would take like 2 to 3 days off of school to watch the whole live stream.
wow, okay.
And then later on, my brother bought himself a controller, and then I was like, "Wait, you can just go and do that? You can just do it?" and he was like, "Are you fucking stupid? And I was like, are you slow?" And I'm like, "Little bit." I'm like, I've been in love with music for as long as I can remember, and not once has it ever crossed my mind that I can go do that until
Yeah.
my brother bought a controller. I was like, "You can just buy those?" I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
And I was
JB
like,
Hi-Fi.
he's like, "You've never looked it up or looked into it?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I just watch it from afar and enjoy it." And then he's like, "No, you can be a part of it." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, I'm gonna
Let's
be a part
go.
of it.
I'm gonna be a part.
Yeah, that's sick. Like,
Yeah, that was cool. He's like, he still DJs a bit, but for like events or functions that he enjoys and it's specifically music he can play, he mostly just does like mix engineering and production and
Yeah.
stuff. And like 3D graphics.
Damn.
and
So you've got like a bit of a musical family then, in a way.
shit. Just
oh,
my brother.
yeah,
I
just
mean,
your
I mean, I get like a lot of like, I definitely like, I love a lot of my dad's music a lot, like super like classic shit. But
Because
honestly,
yeah.
a lot more of my influence from my brother.
Because I was going to ask that. It's like, so like with your music selection over the years, like has it changed much? Because now you guys are like
So much.
fully into the bass scene,
Yeah.
right? You've been in the bass
So
scene for a long time, but like were you ever into like classic rock and roll or like
Yeah,
what was
I love like, you know, Eagles and ZZ Top. And
Yeah, fuck
fucking
yeah.
like, oh, dude, there's so many. All my records are just like shit I've like either nicked from my mum or from my dad, and it's just
Yeah.
like all old stuff. That it's just like nostalgic and stuff.
Mm.
We used to have like a really nice furniture and homewares store in Byron Bay, and so all of the music played in the store would always just be my dad's stuff. So that's
That's
just
cool.
like super nostalgic. It's like really nice, and I'm like, I've always wanted to try and include like some of that surf rock influence into like some of my music, but it's not an easy thing to
Yeah,
like
it's not.
fuse, and it's never really worked or meshed. But there's like little projects I've made for myself that are like nice, that are like sampled from albums that like my dad really loves and shit from like the 70s and stuff. So
Yeah,
like,
that's
that
cool.
stuff's cool. But like my dad's got a good taste in music, but like as if anyone's classically trained or knows how to play any instruments, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
do they like music? Yeah. But if my mum is watching, I don't like ABBA. I will never like ABBA.
I was kind of into hip hop when I was young. A really big fan of Black Eyed Peas, and then
Yeah.
when Black Eyed Peas started going a little bit like electronic, I feel like that was my exposure to going and finding electronic artists like Daft Punk. I got engrossed in like the Daft Punk universe, watching all those
Yeah, like a live
all their
2007
video
and stuff.
clips and like
And the movie.
Europa movie. Is that it?
What, Europa?
Europa or whatever.
They made like a
Because I remember the
1
Interstellar
hour-
555.
Hey, you pull that up real quick?
They made like a 1 hour movie.
But that was the
No.
cartoon though, right?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Because I've got the cartoon, where's the whole Discovery
Like a
album.
whole ass movie of just music and
Is it
like
not
acid
Europa.
vibes.
I look
No.
up Daft Punk movie or Daft Punk films or something. Did you guys know? Out of like
Yeah,
this
look,
is
it's that screen cap there of the two with the
Electroma.
Electroma, yeah.
Electroma. No way!
go
I'm
watch
gonna
that.
watch that tonight. Wait,
Doesn't-
like,
that
the
That
black and
doesn't
white
make a
one.
whole lot of sense.
Yeah,
That's
that-
cool.
You love it.
Yeah,
Bottom
I
left
don't
as
mind.
well. That one's like a screen cap probably from it.
That's cool. And it's what they star in it, and it's like
It's yeah, and like everyone in it is them.
that's cool.
But
That's
they're
really
human.
cool.
Whoa.
Did you guys know that when they did Random Access Memories, they actually went to a small little town? I think it was in Tasmania, or it was like over on the East Coast, and it was just out of the blue. They just wanted to go to this specific little place,
Yeah.
and that's where they did the release for Random Access Memories. Yeah,
Damn.
just a little fun fact.
And you know, soon
cool.
after that, it came out that Daft Punk, each one of them is actually 2 little robots on top of each other in a trench coat.
Yeah.
So there's actually 4 members of Daft Punk.
Okay, yeah, 4 little
No
robots.
one knows that.
Yeah, no one knows.
Dropping bombshells at you.
Yeah, little
It's alright.
facts here and there.
I wasn't meant to leak that one, but that's
Yeah, but it's out there now.
right. We won't clip that one. We'll
Yeah,
fix it in post.
Yeah,
We're not live streaming.
Oh, right. By the way, we got some comments.
Yo,
Hello,
Brady.
family.
Hello, everyone. Cheers
We
for
are
watching.
19 minutes too late to your message. Thank you.
That's it. Yeah.
but Brody, hey yo, what's up, Brody?
Ask us
I missed
any
you.
questions that we may answer later.
Yeah.
I
We may.
won't.
Yeah.
I
We
won't.
probably will.
I won't.
But then, so like you were doing the house parties and stuff. But then, like, so you were doing that for like what? How many years? Like 4 years or 3 years? Or
4.
16.
because you said at 19 that's when you bought.
I
the
started
DJs.
doing it at 15. I was 16.
Yeah.
So 3-4 years.
Until
Yeah.
we were busy with it until like 19, and then it slowly dropped off.
But then, so it slowly started getting quieter.
Yeah, because after that, every friend group started having a DJ, and no one wanted to pay us $800 to DJ the party.
That's fair. I mean, like, but you get a premium setup.
And-
You get premium DJs.
And we were
basically.
19, we didn't want to go hang out with 15-year-olds anymore.
Yeah, that's fair as well. Yeah, it's like you pass that time.
and
like-
yeah, and everyone that we would want to like work, like do like a set for work with or like anything, they've all aged up now. They're all in clubs and stuff. So
Yeah,
the
that-
natural progression was just go, oh, we can go in clubs, and then instead of them trying to like host their things, they're just coming to us now instead.
Yeah.
It's just like the generational thing. That generation went out and clubbed relatively hard. The generation now, nope.
Yeah, they don't go at clubs or anything. But we can dive into that a little bit
Yeah.
later. So, but then, like, how did you guys get into the nightclub scene though?
We went out once to Amber.
And we're just like,
We
hey,
met Mike
book us.
DeWitt. we rocked it. We were like probably the first people in the venue. Mike DeWitt's playing a set. Did you ever go to Amber?
Yeah, age.
The old. So you
Ages ago.
remember the old booth setup?
Yeah.
Just walk in. I think I started dancing. Mike DeWitt like gave me a bar card. I still remember that. It's like the first in to the industry.
It's like,
It's
here's
also
a
probably,
bar
I think, the
card.
first time I've ever been given a bar card, and that started a slippery slope.
And then
It happens
Harley and
though.
I were outside later in the alleyway, and we just started talking to Mike, and he like we were pretty shy. Well, not shy, but we weren't like,
Yeah, you
oh, we're
didn't.
DJs.
It was just
Yeah.
genuine
He found
curiosity,
out we were
and I really
DJs.
wanted to know what he had to say, because I was like,
Yeah.
I'm talking to a real DJ. It felt almost like, oh my god, they're all the way up here, and I get to chat to them. When in actuality, it's just someone doing their job.
That's
It's
it.
like,
It's
Yeah,
all
after talking
people.
to him for a bit, he found out we both DJ'd and must have believed that, oh, we must know what we're doing because we're not in his face about it.
Mm.
And then he gave us like in there we played for Low 5.
Low 5. Yeah.
Low 5?
House event.
A house event, okay.
Yeah.
And that was your first ever, like, and that was like Amber as well?
Yeah. I don't know if that was our first
It
event,
wasn't first.
but we
'cause-
had a handful of events at Amber.
but we also did events in clubs when we were like 17 as well. But
You'd skim over that.
yeah, that's fine.
If you want to talk about it, you can talk about it. I don't know.
Yeah, but doing
If just like you can walk into any like building wearing high vis or carrying a ladder,
Yeah.
if you walk into a nightclub and you have a PA speaker under your arm, they're not gonna ID check you. That's just the fact, man. You walk in,
That's
you got a
it.
box of cables. Hey, mate,
Yeah.
it's fine.
But see, every time, because I've got my bag, so when I rock, I'm like, yeah, I just go straight in. Like, oh, hey guys, and how's it going? And just go straight to the DJ booth.
Yeah.
But they don't ask questions. Like, oh, he's got a bag.
I'm probably going to
could be a
ruin.
bomb.
Yeah, I'm going to ruin this for myself and probably a lot of other people if they do it. But I mean, the amount of times I've walked into a place or gone to like the front of a line, I just go, I'm a DJ, and they're like, oh yeah, sorry, yeah, go, and I'm just like, I never said I'm playing or I'm anything. I just told you what I do as a job, and they're like, oh okay, off you go.
I'm gonna try that sometime. I'm just gonna go somewhere, go like Jack Rabbits, and be like, hey, I'm a DJ.
I'm a DJ, and they're like, oh shit, fuck, and then they shuffle around. They're like, oh, go.
Yeah, I'm not actually playing that, but all right.
Yeah. Don't be doing that though. You'll get in trouble.
Yeah, I probably will.
From me, I'll make sure you're in trouble.
But then, so like, yeah, so you had your first couple of gigs at Amber, and how were they? Like, were they fun? Like,
Yeah, dude.
Like, were they
Awesome.
really busy as well? Because Amber used to go off back in the day.
couple of them. Oh, I mean, we like got opening slots, so it was like probably the quiet portion of a busier night.
But-
And then we did have opportunities that we played. It was shoulder to shoulder. Like after a couple years, we played for like Highline once,
Yeah, Highline was good.
and then we got asked to play Breakfest 2017.
No shit. All right.
We opened the second stage. Wasn't a side stage because that year both stages were massive.
Yeah, that was sick.
Opened that. It was an awesome experience. But then we went to the after party at Amber. We weren't booked or anything to play. Just had our USBs on us. And then we got to like 3 a.m. and Mitch or Mike, someone there, turns to us and goes, "Oh, do you have USBs? The headliners want to go back. They want to stop DJing." Like,
And
can
this
you
was
guys
like,
take over?
it was Boombox Cartel. It was Apache,
Martin Horger.
and fucking wasn't Zeke Beat?
Yeah,
It was Zeke Beat. Was it?
think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
But it was stacked, and they were all DJing all together, and they all stuck around for ages as well, even when they were like done, and they were just like, hey, they've had enough. They've been back to backing for hours now. You boys jump up.
We'd
Like,
just be stood there for like last 3 hours just frothing.
yeah, just having like a really good time, like just straight up, just like in the moment, and just and then kind of snapped out of it when they're like, now your turn. And I was like, oh,
How was that though? Like, you guys getting like
The
butterflies?
best
and
set
doing
I've ever played to
Really?
this day.
Really?
I don't think it could ever be topped.
Wow.
I think the only thing I think that topped it was leaving the venue when it had closed, and then me and him walking home as the sun was rising, and it was like the most beautiful weather. We just walked
That
all the way
night,
back to the house,
yeah.
and we were like, wow.
Yeah,
So we
that's
got on about 3 a.m. It went till 6 a.m.
3 hours set.
It was just that busy. I don't even know if they had an ETP that night.
Yeah.
I wasn't involved with anything about the venue.
It was just keep going. Yeah.
We went to 6.
That's amazing.
And since then, I've never seen a venue stay open till 6. So
Yeah.
that's why I was like, what?
That's it. Most
Bro,
shut,
these
like,
days you
around
don't see
4.
it past like even
clubs
like 3
used to-
sometimes.
Yeah.
Lots of
that's it.
venues used to be able to stay open to 6, I
Yeah,
think.
that was the one.
Back in the day.
Yeah, that was fucking sick.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, Pashy would have been so good
Dude, it was mad.
back in the day.
So mad. Oh yeah, and Lewd as well before.
I
Like
think
all the
that's it,
craziness.
Yeah,
With
before it blew
the
up.
trap and stuff. It was
Yeah.
the future bass, yeah.
Yeah, when it took off.
Crazy.
But then after that though, so then like, because you guys kept playing Amber, how long were you at Amber for? Like doing bits and pieces?
Then Society came to Amber. We played a couple of Society shows.
Yeah, I remember Society.
Honestly, we were pretty much just like attending or playing it.
It was
Amber
like-
until the end.
Yeah. So you just going there every weekend, even if you weren't playing.
Not
Almost.
almost. To me, honestly, the idea of clubbing didn't even exist at this point. To me, Amber barely even felt.
I think at this point, Harley and I still had a few house parties we were doing. So it was like either go to Amber for an event or we're playing or go to house party.
But what name did you guys go under? Because did you settle?
Flashcult.
Always
Gnarly.
been fun.
Really?
Yeah.
But then, so where do the names even come from? Because I mean, Harley and Gnarly makes sense.
Yeah,
right?
it's literally just
But you've
jumbling
had
up.
iterations.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
You've had-
there is actually like there's like old versions and stuff, but it's almost always been Gnarly. It's always been pronounced Gnarly, but
Yeah.
it's just letters from my first and last name rejumbled in a way that when you search it up on Google, I'm the only thing that comes up.
Yeah,
It was
well,
literally
that's
just
good.
like when I was a kid, I was like, SEO baby, gotta make sure
Yeah, straight
removing
onto
the forward slash.
optimize the game. It used to be
Dude was a
GNR/LEY.
Yeah, okay.
That's like what it was, like super edgy and cool, you know, back
Yeah.
in the day. And then I was like, well, that's dumb and stupid, and you can't really use a forward slash on most things like Instagram usernames and shit. Like,
yeah, that's it.
and
Yeah.
so I got rid of it, and I was like, here we are.
Yeah.
And I got @gnarly on everything, so it's chill.
That's good though.
Everything.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
got
I'm.
rights to it, yeah.
That's what I wanted to make sure as well. I fucking like. I can't stand, like, for me personally, the way it looked putting up promo banners or anything, and every single one of my ats were different, even slightly. I was like, no, @gnarly.
Yeah.
You can put that into Google, everything's there. I
That's
don't
what
need
you
to.
want,
I don't
yeah.
need to say @gnarly on Insta or @this on there. That's it.
Yeah, it just pops up.
Yeah.
But
Other than the fact everyone spells it wrong, it's awesome. Yeah, that's the only downside.
So hilarious.
The only downside, but you're
it's
the only
become
one.
a joke in our
Yeah.
friend group. So
Yeah.
now we'll go, oh, G nearly is point.
Genially.
And the thing is,
G
all the
almost.
jokes are pretty much, yeah, G almost as well. And then there's Gurnley as well. Like, there's I've been called so many things, and they've always been wrong. But it's very entertaining though. It's funny.
That's
I
it.
like
It's just
it.
playing words. It just keeps it going, right? But then,
My alias creation, the first alias I had when I was 14 was Bassist, BASSIS.
basis.
I
Okay.
played the double bass.
Yeah, nice.
Tall, big wooded box. By the way, I never was able to read sheet music. Still
Dude,
to this
nah, me
day,
neither.
cannot. Failed music 3 years in a row in high school. My teacher said,
So look where you are
music's
now,
not for
though.
but ananyway,
That's
yeah.
so funny. Yeah.
At like the age of around 15, I changed it to SCHLR, my last name without the vowels, because that was cool.
So how would you pronounce it? Like Schiller.
I didn't even have the answer to that. It was like
Just took the vowels
Shayla,
out.
my name. It looks cool.
Yeah.
The first reason I rebranded to that was I was trying to make a logo. I was like, I can't make it a thing that looks nice with 3 S's in it. That's the single reason why I changed it. And then I was obsessed with like Illuminati books.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
cults was sick.
Yeah.
And then Flashcult just popped into my head, and it's stuck, and people liked
yeah.
it.
Okay. Because then Flash and then just cult. Yeah. Yeah. It does make
People
sense.
liked it.
Yeah.
It's worked.
Yeah. Well, it has worked. It's worked well.
And I
Like,
think the
everyone
only-
knows the
The only
name.
downside of that one now is if Flash Cult build, sometimes they think, oh, Flash Cult is these two guys together, and I'm like, no.
Yeah. Separate.
Like, it's a one-man cult. Thank you.
One man cult. Yeah. No, very cool.
Oh yeah, Josh. Yeah, sorry about that. You want to be you want to actually be searching for flashlight. That's flashlight. I would recommend the KFC flashlight. Thank you.
Or the
And-
June.
Yeah, or the,
June
yes,
The June
The-
popcorn box. Can we Google that?
the June Ussy.
The June will see.
Yeah.
Kiki, can you bring up that popcorn bucket? Show me
Sad.
June popcorn bucket. Hell yeah.
That's
I'll eat some
terrible.
popcorn
Made me
out of
act.
that.
Oh, okay, but now
Yeah.
look up Deadpool Wolverine popcorn bucket.
Okay.
Yeah, this shit goes hard as fuck. Open mouth. That's the one.
No, the top ones are not official.
No, the bottom left one down there. That's the real one.
Yes.
I mean, if you had that in your house, and you invite people.
What do you mean? If?
Yeah,
Like
people,
if you had it.
Yeah.
I have 4.
Nice.
Bro stole them.
Bro, partner
Didn't release them.
partner goon search after the podcast. Back at mine in the goon cave.
In the
Shout-
Goon
shout
Cave.
out. Delete it.
Delete that.
Or clip it.
But yeah, so
So
then
what
like,
we were talking about.
so you guys were playing at Amber, like the names, and then like you did a few gigs there, and you bounced between that and then the house parties and stuff.
Yeah.
But then like, what happened after that? Really, like, what year was this? Because like Amber closed not long after. Shortly.
Amber
right?
closed in 2019.
Yeah. Well, yeah, was it 2019?
2019?
because didn't they bring it back
2018.
or something?
No, it's never come back.
No, but they have been, hasn't there been
Yeah.
like amber one-off nights?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly,
That's just been
Yeah.
like one of.
But they don't do it anymore. But wasn't there like a period when it's like maybe 2014 or something, and then they
Oh, was it? We weren't around then.
no, maybe not 2014, because I remember it's like I thought Amber dropped off, but then it like they started doing like EMAS nights there and stuff, and then they kind of brought it back for a little bit, because like Highline and Force Majeure and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure finished up. And
No,
not
Highline didn't finish up.
no, not Highline. Sorry, I think it was Force Majeure.
There was Japan 4 and
Japan
stuff.
4
that,
as well. Yeah.
That was really big just before Harlan and I got into the scene.
Yep. So there's
To be honest, ever since I got handed that first drink card, everything's just a blur. Like that, I don't remember
Thanks,
anything.
Mike.
Thanks, Mike. I don't remember
Well,
anything.
this is something I do want to dive into as well, like just alcohol, and like because we were talking about this before, and it's like we can talk about it a bit now and we'll jump back, but
Yeah.
but it's like mental health within the nightlife industry. People don't really talk much about it. Staying up
Yeah.
till 4 a.m., 5 a.m., getting home 6 or whatever it is, and getting in bed, and then sleeping the whole day after, but then getting a drink card and then being like, fuck yeah, I'm just gonna get shit faced tonight. Let's have a
Yeah.
party.
Dude, I spent like at a residency for like 4 or 5 years where I would have like a bar tab of like $500 every single Friday. And it's
Really?
Like,
We went
how do you?
stupid.
Yeah, how do you fucking say no to that? You're
Yeah.
like, you're 18.
Yeah.
It's like
I had a residency there for like 3 years as well.
Yeah. And just so much alcohol, right?
So the most fun you could have is like a 19, 20-year-old.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
But then you're 22 and you're like, I'm fat now.
Yeah. The alcohol just piles on, right?
yeah, and also like gluten fucking hates me, so I pretty
Yeah.
much can't even drink anyway anymore.
See, I'm similar as well. I can drink beer, but I just avoid it. Because if I have one beer, I just feel bloated and I just feel sick not long after.
See, I'm like, I like a beer every now and again, like a social drink. You know,
Yeah.
go to the pub with everyone, have a pint,
Yeah.
awesome. But yeah, gluten, not cool. Like everything that's in it upsets my stomach and stuff. So there are things I can drink, but after drinking so much for so long, and then also now becoming like not so tolerant towards gluten,
Yeah.
it's just a sign. Like, I just got rid of it. I pretty
That's
much
it.
I haven't been drunk in like ages, and I have
Really?
like the very occasional drink. I had half a beer on my birthday last week.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
it. Because
Yeah,
it started
nice.
hurting my stomach.
I'll still have big nights and drink pretty often, but like now it'll be me going out and using my 3 bar cards or 5 drinks instead of 20.
Yeah. That's it. Like cut back, but still being able to have fun
Yeah.
and get a little bit like bubbly with it in a way, right?
Yeah, it's not permanently having a fridge loaded full of both Red Bull and double blacks and having like double shot vodka Red Bulls either side of you just ready to go.
Yeah.
Like it's kind
Have you guys found as well, like with energy drinks, you've had to slow down over the years?
We love caffeine.
honestly, that's the only thing here. Of I quit vaping and I quit drinking, and then I quit smoking, and then it came back
And then again,
because I can't say no to a fucking
Yeah.
joint. But can't say no to a joint. Not cigarettes or anything. I just like cigarettes, but like
Yeah.
joints and shit is cool. But honestly, caffeine was the one thing I couldn't eliminate. Coffee kind of hates me as well. I think I just got a really like sensitive stomach. But
Yeah.
caffeine's the one thing I just don't think I'll be able to get rid
Towels,
of.
man. The
Yeah, gotta get the
towels.
towels. Yo, shout out Tao.
Towel energy drinks.
TAU,
So
not Tao.
we were buying heaps of like full sugar 500ml cans, and of course realized that's not healthy. So I bought these sachets. They're really cheap and they taste nice, and we just smashed heaps of those. But like I got it ordered.
Those things?
Yeah, yeah, that's the shit.
Those are goated.
Thank you, my man.
Get some of them if you like it. You energy drinks and
And what
you're
they just
spending
It's
$5
just,
a pop.
One of the
Crazy.
one of those sachets. You rip the top off, put it in some water.
I just ordered like 480 of those.
But are they quite healthy, or they're just
I
better
think
than
in
it's like-
terms of energy drink, yeah.
I think like 4 of those is like a can of Mother.
Oh,
So
okay.
and I normally have 1, max 2 at a time.
Yep.
But it's always with water. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna go get my caffeine fix, and I'm also having a glass of water like this big.
And
as well
also,
at the same time.
one of the main things is we're now satisfying our need for an energy drink by only spending like 5 cents per drink instead of $5 a day on a can of drink.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Adds
That's
up.
pretty good.
Pretty
yeah,
good.
Adds
it
up.
does add up.
sometimes I just really want like a cold drink like straight from the fridge, and I'll do it sometimes. But like for the most part, these like stick them in your water bottle for the gym and stuff.
I might
as well.
actually give them a go because you just buy them online then.
Should have brought you some.
I actually should. Yeah, we actually
No, it's
so
got
heat.
brought you some.
Next time or some other time. I don't know.
Definitely.
But it's good because it's like
It's on sale.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it. $12.
48 servings for $12.99.
Or you can grab yourself a 1 cent one.
Dude, I'm sending this
1
to you.
cent. Oh, yeah.
No, they straight
Oh,
up
I
just
just
send you a
bought
sample.
3
for a
cartons.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
You know I bought 3 cartons. Sponsor
Three-
us.
Yeah,
Al,
3 cards.
I have so many, please.
That's
I'll
so
shout
good.
you out more.
But then, like, what was the adjustment? I have to say is like, because doing house parties. I mean, you guys are going to like, what was the latest you go to? 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m., 9 a.m. Like, but like migrating into the DJ world,
It's
and then
when the
it's
money
like,
stops coming. That's when pack
Yeah.
up is. It's when the mum stops going, if I'll give you guys $100 each, can you keep going? When that stops.
That happened. There was one good party.
Yeah, I do remember the one you're talking about.
We were booked to play for like 4 or 5 hours, and then after that, when we're getting ready to pack up, everyone's super rowdy, but in the best way. The mum like offers us 100. She came up. She's like, "Oh, how much for like another hour?" We said 100. We only meant 100 in total.
yeah,
Gives us 100 each. Like we will stay here as long.
Yeah. Drinks were free. They were flowing. It was
that's
good.
cool.
Yeah, it was
that's
sweet.
all right.
I think they got us for like another
We don't
two or 3 hours possibly.
Yeah.
What time do you guys finish up from memory? Though?
Like around 3.
yeah.
Yeah, some of them go for a while.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
Most
also
of them
some
went to
people-
12.
Some
but
people
a
hit
lot
you
of
up,
them.
and they've got property as well.
Yeah.
And when you're out on like property,
Out
like
in
that,
Wanneroo, yeah.
yeah, you can just go, and
Yeah,
it's
till
like
the sun comes up. Yeah.
straight up. It's
Yeah.
cool. And some of the but it's actually crazy because I remember the more suburban ones being the craziest ones, the ones that
Yeah,
always feel
occasionally.
like the most jam packed, and like
The
the
most
ones that
risky
feel
jank
like they're
ones.
about to just like turn to shit really quick. But they never really did. Like even when you get, like we said, when you get swatted, they don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
My worst story was rocking up somewhere like Balga. Don't Google that.
Cynthia W Tao, shout out Tao. Thank you. Sorry, just saying. My
They
girlfriend.
do
on Tao
taste
as well.
alright, Brody. Okay, I rocked up to like really trap house vibes,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then the party got shut down in 40 minutes.
40
And
minutes.
Because I was smart, I got them to give me cash before I set up.
Yeah. That's the way to do it. Yeah.
So
Always get paid
I think I
first.
Deposit
did
or
that one
something,
alone,
yeah.
so I made like $500.
That's
for,
not
like,
bad.
40 minutes.
40
worth.
minutes. That's
That's
pretty
some-
good. That's not bad.
Do the
at
math
all.
on that. That's some like Jeff Bezos.
But
salary
never
right there,
got
bro.
a,
Yeah.
never got attacked or anything.
Yes, and no.
Unlike
speakers
some
never do.
people I do.
Well, I can imagine like, since he's so tall, people are like, "Oh God, don't hurt us." Or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I never considered myself intimidating or anything.
Yeah. No, I don't think he's a teddy bear. But like, so going into the nightclubs though, like, was it a big change from like going house parties into it? Like, because it's just a different.
The only
venue.
changes was like, we have security now.
Yeah, that's
We have security and we don't need to lug all of this stuff with us.
Yeah, suddenly you're
And-
just pulling out
and
headphones and USB.
Harley would come stay at mine, and I was in East Perth, and like 10 minutes away.
yeah, and just like
Isn't
walk
it?
to the club and then just
Yeah, it really was just like, oh, now there's like a few more rules. There's a few more like security things, but the transition was pretty chill. Because also like a lot of those people as well, especially in like that like first year where like everyone's like the most nervous. Granted, I definitely am like wasn't nervous, and I still am like half the time. You got to be nervous.
yeah, you have
But,
to. Yeah.
Like all of those people that were regularly popping up at these gigs are all people we already did house parties for either a year or 2
Yeah.
years ago or even that year. So it's like, oh, I'm so nervous for my set, and then you get out on stage and you're still a bit nervous, and you're playing your first or second song, and you look at the crowd and you're like, I know that bastard, and that guy passed down on my couch, and you threw up on my shoes. I'm like, why am I worried? I'm just gonna keep playing
Yeah.
Calvin Harris, fucking whatever. Like it's fine. Like once you get past the first like 5-song jitters, it's fine.
Yeah, that's
It
it,
was,
right?
yeah, a fair advantage already being used to playing to crowds
Mm.
before we ever got to venue.
But like what you said just there, like sometimes like the nerves will be there. I'll be this exact same.
Yeah.
I'll set up, I'll play, I might take over from someone like Peach Pit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like first 3 to 5 songs, it's like just getting the feel for it. But
Yeah.
then once you get into the vibe, you just go.
Yeah,
just,
you're fucking weird if you're not nervous.
yeah,
Like
that's
you
it,
should.
yeah.
Then being nervous keeps you on your toes.
Yeah.
That's what Joel Borner told me. Joel said, if you're not nervous, you're probably not focused. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm always nervous. So here we are.
Yeah.
Super focused,
Yeah.
locked in.
Locked in, yeah. So then, like with the music, like style, so like, was there much of a music change from the house parties to the nightclubs as well? Because I mean, like playing like house music and all sorts of other stuff.
I personally don't really think there was much difference.
I mean, for me, when I first started out, it was dubstep. I got into DJing because dubstep, because of Skrillex. And
Yeah.
there's no two ways about that. It was because of Skrillex, and I was heavy into my like American style, like bro step and dubstep. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
not like, I was not one of the cool kids listening to like Cokie and Burial and shit. And I'm like, no, I was like Skrillex, Zomboy,
Yeah.
like all that shit.
Classic Cookie Monster, that kind
Absolutely.
of shit. Yeah.
And so for me, it was like all of that stuff, and then that was like the under 18 event, and then into the house parties. Okay, now there needs to be a shift into music people actually want to listen to.
Yeah, commercial kind
I'm
of
at
stuff.
their birthday, they don't want to hear my songs, so
Yeah.
I had to get more commercial with it. Always loved like rap and stuff. Not a big fan of like the commercial rap and R&B, but like still I love it. So that's always been around. But then from the house parties into clubs, it was just more was it refining that like house party sound. It was like making sure everyone is either dancing or singing.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm like, as long as they can groove to the music I'm playing, whether they know it or not, cool. And if they don't know the music or the beat or whatever, I want them singing. And it's one or the other. Sometimes I'll chuck in shit that's like more for me,
Yeah.
but that's on a rare occasion. It's more when like, hey, I fucking love this song. The energy I'm going to give off from playing it, they'll like that, and they'll like it enough to just deal with this song until it's over. 'Cause-
What do you guys think about that whole thing where like some DJs say where it's like, you know, you should play 2 songs that they don't know and play a song that they do know, or play 2 songs that they don't know and then play 1 song that they do know? Like, how would you go about introducing music that, because like if you play your own originals, for example, and it's like they might not know it, but
Yeah.
if it's a banger, and it's like trying to get them to resonate and party with it. Like what do you usually go for, like a formula of trying to keep the dance floor going? Because, well, sorry, you go here.
It's been so long that we haven't even thought about it, I think.
Yeah.
it honestly is like one of those things that just
I
come.
mean,
like
if you're
second
talking in the
nature now.
context of like starting up a dance floor, then you just, whatever the girls have requested,
Yeah, that's
you
it.
go off that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I always got taught. Where it's like, if you get the girls dancing, the boys want to dance with the girls. It's just the natural formula
Yeah.
for how things work, right?
I know,
Girls like to
and
dance.
Yeah, definitely going between genres and vibes
Yeah,
quickly, and not getting stuck on one thing.
yeah,
Just trying to keep everyone happy.
yeah. And just keep the music dynamic and keep the dance floor dynamic and fun,
Just like
right?
paying attention to the crowd as much as you're paying attention to the decks.
Yeah.
Like just diagnose the room and then prescribe what they need. That's like literally it. It's
That's
like
a good
if
way
you're
to put
Dr.
it.
Knowledge.
Dr. Knowledge, yeah.
gnarly labs. But yeah, like that's just it. Like so many people get trapped looking down, or they want to transition really quick. So again, trapped looking down, or they're too nervous
Yeah.
looking down. And I'm like, your feet or your shoes don't look that good. You need to be looking up. I'm like, you need to be checking out what's going on, because you may be playing a song that you know they love, and next thing you know, no one's interested. It's a different night. Sorry, now it's the Saturday vibe's different to the Friday vibe, and you got it all wrong, and you need to try something else.
Yeah.
So just keep trying something else. And I'm like, eventually something will stick, and then roll with that vibe.
But isn't it crazy? It's just like what we were talking about just before we went live, where it's like, if I was to go and play for 18-year-olds, I have no idea what they would want to listen to. And it's the exactly the same what you said as well.
Yeah.
It's like the way the music has changed, and the generations have changed, and how things are coming in and coming out. Like, it's so hard to keep up to date with these TikTok trends and all this other crap. But then kids, like you said, you played YMCA a while ago for whatever
Dude.
it was.
Yeah, I played YMCA for a bunch of like 18, 19-year-olds, and they didn't even dance.
Yeah, they didn't know what they were doing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sorry if that like makes anyone out there feel really old, but yeah, if you're above the age of like 24,
Yeah.
you might be old. the YMCA,
Yeah.
even though the instructions are in the name.
Yeah.
It's like fucking all right.
That's it. And it's been around since for how long? Like,
Dude.
it's like when did YMC come?
Dawn of time.
It's like 70s or some shit. Like because it's crazy when you think that the 60s were 60 years ago now. The 60s were literally
1978.
Yeah, there you go. So that's like what? Yeah, 40 years ago.
And you know what? They're only going to know that song and that dance when the next TikTok remix for YMCA comes out in like a year, and
Exactly.
it sounds like a slap house bootleg in it.
YMCA jump up bootleg coming next week.
Jump up. Wah, wah, wah.
So,
But then, so like, how did the production come into it then, Harry?
Initially, before I started DJing, I got a machine
Oh,
controller.
what one of the old original Native Instruments machines? Yeah, can we look those things up? Were they easy to use? Were they alright? Or no?
Not super hard, but
Yeah, just complicated though.
I
Or
I just liked finger drumming at home. I was like okay at it, but I wouldn't perform.
yeah. But so you just practicing, just playing the finger drumming. You didn't.
Sorry, I
didn't,
just got an itchy throat.
it's all good. but-
Yeah, I did that for a bit and then picked up DJing and more or less forgot about it. I actually MIDI mapped my machine controller to Tractor to do like hotkeys and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what I did with that controller. And then I cracked Ableton to make some edits
Yeah. Nice.
for DJing. And then Harley and I went and studied at SAE
Oh really?
after we left high school.
How did you guys find SAE? Was it good or?
A lot of people will tell you like it's not worth your money at all. I really liked it.
I liked it.
For not obvious reasons. Like if you went there and you wanted to leave there knowing how to make a full club track ready to go, 100% done. No, that's
Yeah.
not what you're gonna
Get out
learn
of
in
it, yeah.
7 months. You can't progress that far in 7 months. If you go there and you want to learn how every part of Ableton works, every module, like the basics of synthesis and also a really good module was audio business. That was really insightful. But they basically gave us the tools for us to go and spend 5 years and develop our taste and skill.
That's cool. So they
to-
kind of give you just like they're nurturing you, and then like here you go into the wild. If
Yeah.
you're into it, you keep
Technically,
going.
we had a diploma, so I don't really know what that means.
You got a bit of paper
We got
though.
a really expensive piece of paper
Yeah, that's it.
that says we have the ability to do certain things.
Yeah.
Part of it was also learning how to operate a live recording studio, which I guess Harley and I weren't there for. So that hasn't really stuck with us.
Yeah.
and then they showed us how to use fucking
Pro
Pro
Tools.
Tools. Pro Tools. Let's
Pro
go.
Tools is just an ancient piece of software with none of the benefits of being a computer program.
Yeah. It's just
And
yeah,
you
old
need
school
a
ancient,
USB to make it work because it's so expensive that it's
iLock
locked down
keys.
on a fucking
Yeah.
iLock.
But yeah, we went and did that, and then we've just been producing ever since, honing our skills.
Boo, Pro Tools. Boo.
Boo.
Look, it
Nice.
just looks annoying.
Yeah, it does. So
Get
many
out of my
colours.
face.
So many colors. But then, like, because you've been producing for a long time, then, right? Like, it's
6 years, I guess.
yeah, and like the music you're releasing is awesome, though.
Thanks, man.
Like, and how many tracks have you got out now? Like,
I think 50
you got 50 tracks out. So have you?
on like Spotify and everything. If you go on my SoundCloud
Yeah,
and
let's
look
pull
at
it up. Like,
He's
my
actually
bootlegs and everything, I've probably got about almost 100.
He's actually
Wow.
got a 15-minute extended remix of Hamster Dance coming out really soon. Stay tuned for that one. I think it's a
Hamster Dance
Patreon
VIP.
special, but
Patreon.
yeah, it has every genre in it,
Every genre.
every single one.
Actually, I think I have 49 songs out on Spotify and all platforms, and my 50th one coming out next Friday.
What's your top three? I gotta ask. And that's a tough question, right? Is you got 49 tracks. Have you made any albums or are they
the
just
one that
EPs?
goes,
I made a 9-track EP.
What were we gonna say,
That
Hard?
was called.
Oh, I
Sub
like the one that goes Bee Boo Boo Bop. That one's sick.
That sounds cool. I like
I don't know. Probably my favorite piece of work is either the Sub Heavy album or Alone Again.
But then,
honestly, I was actually going to say both of those as well, and Up All Night.
look at that
Really?
though.
Yeah. It's catchy,
9
dude.
songs.
It's like an earworm pop song that you just like can't get out of your head. It's just something really catchy about it. It's never left my brain. I like R-Dub as well.
But then,
I actually really want to remove that from.
Are you serious?
It's something that I made when I was just starting out.
Okay, fair enough.
but then in saying that, like, because when I've had artists on talk about their music and stuff like that, like, you know, they'll make a song and it'll have like some sort of reflection on what's going on in their life and stuff. I mean, you got 49 tracks. So
The
like,
Sub Heavy album I did in 3 days, start to finish.
really?
After I got broken up with, and then we went into COVID lockdown, so I was like in my room. I was like,
Wow.
right,
Yeah,
screw being
okay.
sad, I'm making this.
That's cool though. So you turn like your sadness into music, and then the music's good. So it works out well. It's crazy how like some people don't realize, but it's like it's a reflection on like how you're feeling, how you're experiencing whatever's going on in your life, and you can turn that into something creative. Because like ages and ages and ages ago, I had a guy I always mention about. I had Genga on. Have you guys ever heard? Yeah, Genga, right?
Yeah.
And he broke it down. He basically said, like, you know, if your car gets broken into, if your house gets broken into, whatever happens, you break up your girlfriend, whatever. When you guys go to work, you got to go on stage and you just got to go. You just got to do it. You almost have to put a mask on, almost.
Yeah,
Because,
I've done that.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, dude. Holy shit.
but that's the thing, like, you know, I play at pubs and bars. How is it for you guys when you go and play at like big clubs and stuff, and you're finishing at 5 a.m. in the morning and shit? Like,
Oh, bro, there's been times I've been up on stage. I think one of the worst ones was, I know this isn't like an emotional thing, but I had like gastro one time. So I was like 4-hour set. I was running off of stage to either shit or throw up. And it was
Wow.
just like rough. And it was like, oh, this song goes for 8 minutes. Siri, set timer for 7 minutes. And then I'd run off.
just like tap the
actually
security guard, I'll be back.
Yeah.
Shit myself.
And I'd always let the Brody, my guy, he was in the comments. I always let the lighting guy know as well. I'm like, the next song's like ready to go, just in case I'm not back.
Yeah.
Just hit play for the love of God. Another
He,
time,
he knew how to work the decks.
yeah. Another time I was in a car crash, and then I went to
Really?
work the
That was
next day, and I had shattered ribs.
His shattered
Fucking
ribs and went off and DJ'd after,
crazy.
like the day after.
It was like a 4-hour set as well. And then the next
Wow.
morning I woke up and I slept on like a mattress on the floor. I mean, I still do. I still sleep on a mattress on the floor.
Nice.
Don't you out yourself like that.
Yeah, no, it's
Don't worry, my roommate does the same.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Bed's a bed.
Girls like it, right?
But like
Something about
from my mattress, I woke up in the morning, couldn't really get up, and then I rolled onto the floor, and I was like just face down on the floor for ages. I couldn't get myself up. I physically couldn't.
Couldn't actually get yourself
no, I
up.
was stuck.
What?
Yeah, it's
So wait, you have to call out and be like, "Someone help me, please."
roommate
Like,
helped me. Yeah.
yeah. Did you go straight to hospital though, or?
I ended up going to hospital. I think like the next day. And
Yeah.
I was like really not feeling good. And
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
yeah.
But like,
Yeah,
was your car right off as well,
It
or?
wasn't me. I was in someone else's car.
Oh, you were in someone else's car.
Yeah, in the boot.
Fuck.
Dun, dun, dun.
Times as well, and I put friends in the boot when I was younger, and you know, getting up to mischief and shit.
Also, bro,
But
who
never
just
a car
called me
accident.
twice? Who's really trying to get me to shut up? 'Cause, like
Someone
someone.
called-
So
I just want to
like,
do a shout out.
I don't know who.
Mum just called me. as well.
Bro, what have we done?
Oh no.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Get back.
My little sister, I can't believe you're on TV.
Nice.
Wait, what's
He's
the
on
time?
TV.
Cassidy, it's 8 o'clock. I hope you've done your homework and you have to go to bed in less than 30 minutes, so you better shower as well.
We are on Alex TV's podcast.
That's
so
it,
therefore we're on.
yeah. Technically, you are on TV.
Holy
But
shit.
how have you guys combated that though? Because like it's so. Sometimes you just don't want to go to work, right? Like it's so much fun. It is the dream job, right? Like when you really put it down to it, like it's almost like winning the lottery because we're
Yeah.
playing out and about. We're making people smile. It's a job. We're getting paid for it.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't want to be a plumber. I don't want to be a chippy or in a roof or something laying cables.
Oh, I don't
or-
have any other skills, so I don't really have.
Lot
any
of-
You're a
options.
music
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just all we know. It's been our job. It was my first job as DJing.
And it's just a passion. It's not a hobby. It's like we're professionals. Like you guys are proper professionals, right? But like there are.
Thank you.
Thank you. One notable sad night I had. I remember I got broken up with like 3 hours before I went and played at Varsity Northbridge.
Really?
It was the worst of my life.
But like, did you find that like it actually like affected your music and like how you were mixing and like what you wanted to pick and everything? Because like,
I can't remember that really.
No, that's fair then. Yeah.
Oh, one of the workers like said like, "Are you alright?" And I literally just said like, "I'm okay. I got broken up with this afternoon." And she's like, "Oh, you want a drink?"
You have a few drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Liquid, like
Yeah.
liquid happiness, courage, whatever the alcohol is, right?
I think like honestly, past that is like the way you, the way you like cope and deal with it. I mean, like especially if you're young and you're DJing, you're gonna probably get on the beers and stuff. But like the biggest one is like just knowing when the drinking isn't really gonna help it.
Yeah.
And you're better off just like pulling up, doing a good job, getting out of there as fast as you can. I'm
Yeah.
like sometimes I'm sure there's heaps of people listening or even people in this room that completely understand not wanting to go to work.
Yeah.
Not everyone is okay every day and not everyone wants to do shit every day, but when you have an obligation you got to go and do it. And
Yeah.
but I guess the tough thing about it is you have to be all smiles and all energy the whole time, because if you walk into a club and the DJ is moody and keeping to himself, who the fuck wants to dance for that person?
That's
like,
it.
If they're not putting on a show for you, I'm not going to put on a show for them.
I
Exactly.
think it's also easier that you go in to go work and earn a DJ rate. It's not at some desk job.
Yeah. That's it.
You got to like just be like incredibly
It's like, oh,
fortunate.
Mm.
Like-
Absolutely miserable, but
But that mask is
good
on.
voice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good invoice.
Yeah, straight
But
up.
that's it though, right? Because that's like, say, perfect example for me is like on Saturday night I went out to that Stories I was telling you about, right?
Yeah.
But I got home at like 6 a.m. and then I didn't sleep
Oh.
until like I actually dropped this girl home. Then I got home at like what 1:30 and I slept for half an hour
Jeez.
and then had to go and DJ at the Peach Pit at
good.
3 o'clock. So then I
That's
just
crazy.
DJed at the Peach Pit from 3 to 7, and then I had work yesterday at 5 a.m. in the morning. So I was like running on fumes, and I was like, I don't want to go DJ at the Peach Pit tonight. But I went there and I had so much fun. And that's the thing about it. Sometimes
It's
you
like a
don't want to do it.
4-hour set as well. It's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I am dead tired until I start playing. And where did this energy come from?
Exactly, right? It's just the loud music.
But no, it's honestly half the time it's a good crowd.
Yeah.
You get a good crowd, and it's like you can turn like staying up for 2 days straight into just like pure energy.
Yeah.
It's like one Red Bull and a happy audience. Like that's it. That's all you need. Like I can literally get through anything as long as the crowd is picking up what I'm putting down straight
Yeah.
up. It's like it's really good. It's
So-
it's electric, man.
What are some of the funnest gigs you guys ever done at nightclubs? Like the funnest, most enjoyable nights?
Well, we've already mentioned our ultimate one. My ultimate one. Is that your ultimate one? Breakfast after party?
I mean, yes, but it's if we're gonna just put things in a different category, that's
Yeah.
like after party for a music festival.
Yeah, like what about nightclub specific?
Running our own event in Brisbane.
In Brisbane?
Yeah, it was crazy.
What event did you guys run? How did you make it? And then like you got it in Brisbane? Like
What if had a offshoot into Brisbane?
nice.
So we just took a brand that we were like working on for a long time, pulled it over to Brisbane. Worked like prior to that, we were working on like the background prep for like a year or two.
Yeah.
COVID happened, and then more shit happened, and then basically we found like a little window where we could maybe make it work. We made it work for a little while, like 8-10 weeks,
Yep.
and then we're just like, all right, COVID's doubling down now. We all thought things were going to start getting a bit better and lifting, but no, now we're in this second wave.
Yep.
This is only like 2 or 3 months into like COVID being crazy, so we didn't even know what was coming by this point. And
That's
so
it. Yeah.
10 weeks of like chilling in Brisbane, running parties. That was sick.
Mm.
That was dope.
Right,
And
so
then,
10. Wait, how long again?
I mean, it was like almost 10 weeks, I think.
So where were you guys staying?
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
I
No,
was over there
because
for
it was
2 weeks.
running even when we weren't there. I was doing all the stuff remotely.
Yeah.
And we had like fucking like
The event went for 10 weeks. You were there for 6
That's
weeks.
cool as all hell. So you guys were still over here, but you were running an event over there and just like
prepping it all, and
Yeah.
then I did come back and run it remotely from here for a bit over there. I built the team when I went over there. We did it at the Met, if you know where that is.
The
but
Met
it's like,
in Brisbane. Let's see if we can pull that up, Kieran. That sounds
pull that up, Kiki. Let's see the Met.
Let's see the Met.
Show me potato salad. That was sick. That one's really good. Also, was that Oscar Coyle?
Yeah, shout out to Oscar as well.
Oscar Coyle, my guy. Erupt OG.
Yeah. Oh, really? Back in the day?
yeah.
Holly and I know
Under 18.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I had Oscar on here before.
But yeah, that's
He's
the
a
Met.
good
Top
dude.
left image. It's basically like Villa on crack.
Fuck.
That's one of the rooms.
Wow.
Or is Villa
the main
like the
room.
Met, but
Yeah.
No, honestly, no. That main room though, it even looking at it just gives me Villa vibes. Like with
Yeah,
the
that
balcony, the layout, everything.
Yeah.
Like it. That's why we really liked that space, and that's
Yeah,
why I
it's
love
cool.
Villa so much. Villa's incredible. If you've never been to Villa, go.
Villa's
Carpet
good
smell?
again.
Yeah. It's good again.
But this was awesome. There was a lot of things we had to do to make it work because of code restrictions and stuff. But yeah, we got there and it was really fun. It was a very stressful period as well because I got put into lockdown the second I landed there and I got put in a hotel.
Yeah,
that
for 2 weeks, right?
Crazy.
It's rough, man.
Yeah, that would have been
rough.
so shit.
No windows, like no nothing. Like you're just like in a box.
You're in a jail cell technically,
pretty much.
but it's a hotel room.
Yeah. It's like a really nice hotel room next to the airport where you can't open any windows.
Like a week and a half.
Yeah, I got out. No, I got out of there early because I lied to the federal government. We're all good.
I was
Yeah,
in
you
there
still pay
for
your taxes.
like 48 hours.
Yeah, you got put up
48
48
hours.
hours. I was like a week. It was so shit.
48 hours. How do you get fucking 48 hours? Like, you bullshit as well to them.
No, after that, this was when we had one case in Perth,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then there was no further outbreak.
Yeah.
And
So
it
they're
was like a case
you
like-
can all go.
3 hours out of the city or something. Like legitimately so,
So I got
remote.
there like a week. A
2 weeks
after.
after.
Harley. Yeah, 2 weeks.
I had 2 weeks to prep, and then I had 1 week in lockdown. So
Right.
then I only had 1 week before all the dudes were showing up.
Yeah.
Wow. But did you get like, so was it just local lineups plus you guys or?
It was us, and then it
The
was
Met
like
residents.
Met residents, and
Yeah.
then some other locals we had sourced, and then I also got to because I went to school over East as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And I knew some people, so I brought some of them down, and then I even hired one of my good friends to be our videographer for the night, who I went to school with over there. So it was like, I already, I got family over there, I got friends over there, I know where everything is, and I know more about East Coast than I do Perth. So when we all went over there, I'm just like, I can show you where to go. We can stay here for free. We can go there. We can
so cool.
hang out with this person. This guy's a videographer. This, that, and the other. So it really it just worked. It came together, and it was really sick. Shout out Josh, Northeast, best videographer on the East Coast.
That's amazing. Like,
Yeah, he's
what was
awesome.
like the process like? Because like, do you guys just go like, well, we've played in clubs now, we've done house parties, like let's try and throw an event and then just try and make it happen?
It was an event we were a part of for a long time, and I had worked on for ages. And the idea at the time, this is like these are thoughts where COVID didn't even exist. These were plans we had before anyone even started talking about bats infecting people or whatever the
and all
fuck
that
else.
shit. Yeah.
And it realistically, because our event was doing so well in Perth, we wanted more of them. So we had plans for a Darwin, leg of it. We had plans for Brisbane, and then kind of expanding out from there. But the idea was to have the same brand running on the same night across Australia, and then when everyone goes out on a Friday night, everyone is at our place, no matter what state or territory
That's
you're in.
awesome.
And it was really cool. Everything was working out. The plans were going good, and then COVID happened,
Yeah.
and then. But we still got to experience like a cool 8 to 10 week stint of it, so that was really fun.
Yeah,
it was really cool. We learned a lot.
Was there a lot of work involved? Because I can imagine trying to contact people, tee things up, get everyone together, make the event happen. Like,
Honestly, there was a lot of work, but because we had 4 of us, it was like, oh yeah. Honestly, yeah, we did 1 to 2 years of scouting and prep and behind the scenes work, but really getting when it was okay, we're here, event launches in 1 to 2 weeks,
and then the venue team.
Yeah, so there was 4 of us and the venue, and with everyone working together, it's everyone did their thing, and it came together, and it worked out really well in my opinion, because it's we had him doing the graphics was awesome. I did the marketing. We had DJs with us as well, and then we had the people doing the behind the scenes stuff, communications with the venue and sorting out venue hires, money and stuff, which I didn't need to touch or deal with or anything.
That's so good because the cogs just kept rolling. There was there weren't really like any like bumps in the road or anything like that at all.
The only thing I would say is that we all did put money into it as well. So it was an equal amount of money put in, and I feel like that definitely drove and encouraged everyone to also put the work in as well, because it's not just like, well, I just want to fucking cash in on this sick event. It's like, no, you've got a certain amount of thousands of dollars on the line, so you can lounge around and do nothing, but it's your money you're burning. And that everyone's doing the hard work.
That's cool
wants it to
though.
work.
That's the way to do it. Like,
That's how it's like. That's how it should be done, really. With, like,
have you guys thrown any more events at all, or like
Nectar?
Yeah, Nectar was sick. Nectar was cool. We booked a 0 and shit.
That will
Worst
probably
crowd,
come up.
OG Beach Party.
Oh yeah,
boys.
let's answer
Oscar, I fucking love you.
what
What's
was-
the biggest highlight from working together, and what's the worst crowd?
The worst crowd.
Worst crowd. It's kind of hard. Because normally you try and forget those ones.
Yeah, that's it.
I did 3 weddings.
3 weddings. You used to do weddings?
Only 3 of them. Maybe in a couple decades.
Yeah. Now weddings are shit though, right? There's a lot of money in the line.
Yeah.
But you can make a lot of money.
Big money.
But you can't fuck up. It's it's that bride's day. It's her wedding day.
yeah.
But
Straight up. Man,
you
I am
can't
not
fuck
ruining
around.
the most important day of someone's life.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck that. I don't like that.
No, the weddings experiences that I had wasn't really hard or stressful. It's just like, oh, uncle over here is asking for like some 60s music, like, but you better play it.
yeah. Did you have to like hotspot your phone or buy it, or how did you play it?
Dude, this was the day when you had like 100 megabytes a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, straight up.
I wasn't hotspotting nothing, man.
So you're kind of like, well, sorry, I can't play Cotton Eye Joe.
Can't play Riverside.
100 must-play songs, plus make sure you have some of these artists from the people that booked me. So I had all that.
Yeah, and so then
Were they
just
the
request-
worst crowd?
Yeah, were they? Yeah.
I don't know what the worst crowd is.
I don't know if
but there's so many crowds.
yeah, I don't know if I have an immediate worst crowd.
Wouldn't remember the worst one.
But I feel like it's the first thing that popped in my head. But on my way to the court, like
For your shot.
Yeah, for your shot. It had nothing to do with the court. You're all good. I love your pizza. I literally got out of the Uber and went to cross the road. Like, I am like parallel with the court. I couldn't be closer unless I was inside it. And I'm across the road. I get out my Uber. I go to cross the road. I make it halfway across the road, and I get king hit in the back of the head.
You got king hit in the back of the head.
Fucking, I literally was stepped out of my Uber.
Did you
Just like fucking.
But like, so you just fell over.
Dude, I fell over and I landed on my hand. I like fucking like broke my thumb, and then I immediately had to go do your shot, and I was like, boo.
Weren't the cops like already there?
Oh yeah, the cop. No. So I bolted away from this dude because he was just like unhinged. Like, shirt was already off.
Yeah, he just wanted to scrap.
I looked great, even though I'd just been like knocked out. I looked fantastic.
Broken thumb, but
he
still
looked
good.
like crap. Like, shirt was, and he just wanted to arc up for some reason. And I had a moment where I was just like, I'm like angry. I like really want to hit you in the head. I'm like, why would you do that? I'm like, I've been in your vision for like 3 seconds, and in that 3 seconds, you're like, he needs to be hit. Which, fair enough. I mean,
yeah, that's fucked.
but it was annoying as shit. So I bolted to the court, and like security, like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, fuck you. And I like went past them. I'm like, deal with that. And this hulking like big dude starts charging at security. So then they deal with him and get him to fuck off. He runs away down the street. We call the police. Court, super great. They helped me out a lot.
Yeah.
Gave him the description, and within 3 minutes they had him, because now they said that they were like, oh, he's got like tan trousers or
It was
something.
up the road while it out.
Yeah, they found the tan trousers first, and then they found him. And so they arrested the dude. He'd already been put away for ages. He'd only been out of jail for like 4 or 5 months or something. He'd already been put away for like domestic assault or something.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that sucks.
they hit me up though, and they were just like, hey, you can like show up and like press charges, and you'll probably go away for like 6 years, or you can just like just leave it and he'll go away for like 12 months. I'm like, yeah, 12 months.
But I just can't believe it's like you get out of your Uber and then bang, back and
Yeah, it was just so quick. It was like instant. It was so strange and random. But I was also like, I mean, like this dude just seemed like he was kind of off it. And I'm like, I don't want to put someone away
Some
for
crackhead.
6 years because he fucking hit someone in the head. I'm like, I know it could have been worse. There might be people that like disagree, but I was like, I was at a point where I got that letter and they were like, hey,
He's
come
like-
to the come and press charges. And I was like,
he's going to jail.
he's going to jail anyway. I'm not about to make it worse. I'm like, he's probably already fucking forgotten that he even did it. And I'm like, I'm not about to make things worse. I didn't want that on my conscience either. I'm just like, I'm like, oh damn, there's someone rotting in jail for 6 years because of me. I'm like, ooh, no thanks.
But talking about this then, though, right? Have you guys ever experienced like anything bad out in just the streets in a way?
Yeah.
So, like you've seen stuff like
I've seen the worst of it. Yeah, definitely. I've seen. Yeah.
But then it's like, you know, they're trying, like the government's trying to correct what's going on in Northbridge and in the city and this and that. But then it's like, it seems like they're doing the right thing. But it's like with Scarborough, there's cops everywhere in Scarborough now. On Sundays, they're everywhere. But they've kind of put a stop to it because people know that if they fuck around, they'll find out.
Well, I think the biggest thing is that they need to be pushing those bans to like, if you've gone out on your night out and you've gotten drunk and you've like assaulted someone, okay, you're banned from the entertainment district.
Yeah.
You're
That's what I
blacklisted
think,
from all clubs. You cannot go to the entertainment district and you cannot be within a certain amount of meters or something. Like you should not be allowed the privilege of like partying with all these people when you're a threat to all of these people at the same time. I'm like, fuck off. No one wants you around, and if they do want you around, we don't want them around. I'm just like, anyone you're associated with is probably a wanker because you are.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. And I'm like, they shouldn't be allowed to be around everyone else if you're going to act like that. If you can't control your alcohol, you can't control your emotional responses, then fuck off.
See, that's what I just don't understand. Like, I'll tell you guys a quick story, right?
Yeah.
Scarborough Beach Bar, just after lockdowns, right? It's like the second week after all the lockdowns are over, right? I'm playing there, and there's like two pretty girls rocked up, right? I told the story the other day. Two pretty girls rocked up. It's like the entrance is here, there's tables here, and then I'm here, and there's like a balcony, right? Two pretty girls rock up, they sit there, they get drinks, they hang out, whatever. Four guys rock up, right? They walk past me, and then one dude's like full on checking the girls out as they walk past, right? They go and sit out in the balcony area, get their drinks, whatever. Like maybe like 5 minutes after they get their drinks, that guy that checked the girls out walks back over and tries and joins the table with the girls. The girls are not having it. The girls like, nah, sorry, not interested. Sorry, like they're being polite and like, go away, right? So then he goes back to his table. 2 songs later, he gets one of his mates, goes to try and join the table again, right? And then it's just like the girl's like, nah, you didn't get the message. Can you please bugger off, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing more attractive than a man not taking a no for an answer.
I know, right? And then like I kind of like waved over, got security, and I was like, just keep an eye on what's going on here, right? 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, right? The guy gets his whole table to go and sit with the girls. Girls scull their drinks, right? And then they just leave. Straight up leave. And then one of the guys in that group was looking down at the ground like, why the fuck do I hang out with these dudes, right? But what the worst part is that at the end, right, my mate was DJing down at Peach Pit. So I rolled a cigarette, went down, he finished up. We were just smoking a cigarette, walking down the strip, right? And then you know where the corner is, where the hill, and there's the apartments on the left, and the traffic lights? Literally those same dudes, right? Some guy, one of the guys grabbed this dude, threw him against the curb, his back hit the curb like that, started screaming out in pain, and they were kicking him whilst he's on the fucking ground.
Jesus.
I'm not even kidding. So I just looked at my mate and I was like, we should probably get the fuck out of here. Because
What
the
no
cops are
pussy
probably...
does to a man, holy shit.
That's what I mean.
Dude,
That's...
like, I'm sorry, that's a bit of a joke, but like that's so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Didn't get laid, so then they grab some dude and throw him against the curb and then boot him on the ground. And everyone in the apartments were like, get the fuck away from him, we're calling the cops, this and that. But then how bad is that, right? And like, that's one of the reasons why there's so many cops in Scarborough now.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing with Northbridge. It's like certain areas that it's like if you go at a wrong time, or even like in Fremantle.
Yeah, like our mate, the photographer that brought up earlier, like he got attacked a couple times at the back of Humble.
Really? At the back? What, at Humble?
Yeah, out the back in the
At the
car park.
back?
Yeah.
That's
Like
nuts.
going to
trooper
put
though.
his camera in his boot and he just gets jumped.
That's fuck, and that's what I mean. The camera's probably like worth $4 or $5 grand or something like that. DSLR cameras aren't that cheap.
I'm
Like,
pretty sure that happened like multiple times as well.
but that's like, how does Perth fix this issue? because they try and make it a safer place.
In the last couple of weeks, I've seen a lot more police out and less hostile groups.
But this is how we can dive into, like, you know, when we were talking about before this, where people aren't going out to clubs anymore.
Yeah.
And people aren't going out to nightlife venues and stuff. They'll go out to restaurants or small bars, but some people are fearful, essentially, because they don't want to go out and potentially get in trouble or, you know, get jumped or whatever happens.
Yeah.
But then how do we try and encourage them to be like, no, we need you guys to keep these venues alive? Like, Sewing Room going down sucked. Like,
Yeah. I think there's also, like, I feel like the same people that might be a little bit reluctant or scared to go out are probably the same people that don't know that there's other places to go.
that's it as well.
And probably aren't in those groups or cliques to actually discover places like the Sewing Room. They hear about, like, maybe the top 4 or 5 places
Probably
that...
only tried the Magnet House, Paramount.
Yeah.
Big-
And there you go.
big
My
clubs.
car got smashed in while I was playing at 146. That's so fucked.
Yeah, that's shit.
And Brett was the pretty girl the whole time. Dude.
the whole
All
time,
along.
Brett.
Scroll up, give
hiding
us
away.
some more of these comments.
Yeah, public holiday Sundays after COVID were the
okay,
fucking worst.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What do you mean they were sick?
Yeah, so you get to just get paid like 80 an hour to play to no one, and you're not allowed to dance. And you have to wear a mask, so
Oh,
you don't have to
public-
pretend to smile the whole time.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I'll never forget that.
So I was thinking, I read that as during COVID.
After COVID.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I read that during.
no,
No,
what
that's
Brody's talking about is like the couple Sundays we did that were like actually huge.
Yeah. But they were too big. Too big.
But that's it, though, right? And it's like, it just sucks because the nightlife, it's struggling in Perth. In a way, it is kind of struggling, but it's not struggling. Stories opens, and it's an 8 venue complex thing. And then, like I said, like,
that's definitely a night venue for people that don't go clubbing anymore.
yeah, that's it. It's basically just a bunch of bars. It's not nightclubs or anything, but it's got a 2 a.m. license as well. And then, like, they have the upstairs top, and that's like a nightclub, but it's not a nightclub.
Yeah.
It's just a rooftop bar, but it works.
It's just crazy to me. I'm just like, I feel like when I think of like clubbing or raving or something like that, I'm just like, 2 a.m. half the time is like when it's like good.
Yeah, when it's
That's
getting
when it's like
really
peak.
good.
I'm like, I don't know who's going out and being like, got to get ready, got to get the group together, pre-drinks, all this stuff. Clubs open at 9, so maybe we'll get there at 10, maybe 11, and then it's like, what? You got 3 hours of leisure and you're fucked off back home. It's like,
Yeah.
pussy.
Now it's just like,
I reckon it makes. It's not for everyone. I know everyone's on different schedules and blah blah blah. But I'm like, if you're gonna go out, I reckon do one big one instead of going out for like a few small ones. I don't know.
Yeah.
what's the
That's
people
for me.
like going out at like 11:30 and then going home at 1 or like 1:30?
Yeah, that
It's
blows
crazy.
me away.
Yeah,
That's so
you go
much
for an hour
money
and a
for
half.
so much nothing.
But then it's also the prices. Like, I'll say this right now, right? I just still can't get over this. Claremont Hotel, they did $12.5 million build for that place, right? A large glass of Pinot Noir is $26.
Shit.
For a glass of wine. That's a
Wow.
bottle, almost 2 bottles of wine.
Damn.
Like, that's nuts.
And they don't
Alcohol's
have a cheap
expensive.
option.
Yeah. Like, you can get a normal
That's-
glass, but it's like $15 or something.
And this is why
Yeah,
we
bruh.
need to
What bar
legalize
doesn't have
weed.
like a $7 glass of house wine?
Some places do, but like places like the new places like Claremont Hotel or Raffles and stuff like that, it's expensive.
Right.
Like,
It's a
and
good thing I don't drink.
that's it. You're lucky with that. But bringing
thing
it
I
back
don't
to
pay
that
for my
though,
drinks.
it's like when people want to go out, they'll pre-drink, then they'll go out and they'll drink out and about. But like when I was younger, my friends from Bustleton would come up and stay with me. They'd spend like $300, $500 on a Friday night. I would go out sober. I would go out, like, usually have like either free drinks at the club, or I would have like 1 or 2 drinks and that'll be it. I'll be
Yeah.
fine with that. I didn't have to go out and literally have like spend, you know, $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 just on alcohol and Ubers and shit. But that's another reason why I think people don't want to go out anymore, because Perth is now technically jooned up to Mandurah, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you have a club in Mandurah. You have clubs in Fremantle. You know.
Shut up, top floor there next weekend.
But at the same time, people just go to their local these days. They don't want to go to the city because it's too far. And then to catch an Uber home, if the trains are stopped, then how are they going to get home? Like, it's going to be expensive.
Honestly, every time I've had the conversation of like, hey, are people going out anymore, or what's going on with nightlife and this, that, and the other, everyone always just tells me, oh, I just stay home, I just stay in.
Yeah.
I just have like some friends over.
I guess it's...
Or I drink with like the girls and we just like have fun together, and we don't have to spend a bunch of money and get hit on when we don't want to be. Like, it's crazy. But
That's the other thing as well. It's like when girls go out and about, and sure, they might dress pretty or do this or do that or whatever, but it's not fair for them to go out and then a guy's just like full on feeling them up. Like, if they don't want it, they don't want it. It's as simple as that.
No, like lots of girls that don't even know me have pulled me aside and like act like you're my friend or my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like, of course,
That
happens a lot, but like, what point was I trying to make?
but
it just happens so much.
Yeah, and then girls don't feel comfortable.
Unless a girl is approaching you, she ain't interested.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it as well. Like, I'll never forget, like, Market Grounds. It was funny. We played Cotton Eye Joe, right? And playing Cotton Eye Joe, it's like we had these two girls, and they were pretty girls doing the arm dance, doing the spinny, right? Like the circle dance, right? There was like 4 dudes around these girls trying to link arms and trying to steal one of the girls away. And then I just said, girls, like, nah, come on stage.
Cringe.
Brought the 2 girls on stage, and all these 4 dudes, they were like giving me evils, like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck? Like, you're stealing our thunder in a way. And I'm just thinking, like, could you not just see that you're literally harassing these chicks?
Yeah.
The guys left, and then the girls are like, thank you so much for that. But it's like, it's just common decency. Be like, fuck this shit. Girls, come up on stage. Like, party on stage until these guys fuck off. Then go and keep having fun.
Yeah, a lot of those strange type of guys just won't leave the girl alone until
They don't get it. Yeah.
until she's accounted for. Like, this is my boyfriend.
Yeah, that's it. Unless it's like, unless you kind of say like, nah, I'm sorry, I'm with this chick. It's like we're partners or whatever it is. Then they actually get the message. But that's where it's like the nightlife in Perth. It's working and it's working well, but it's not working at the same time.
I guess we've kind of shifted away from commercial crowds, and this happens a bit less.
All right,
in,
go to the toilet.
Are these wireless? Because then I can bring it in with me. They'll hear me pee. I can bring it with me.
At the base events, it happens a fair bit less than what we were exposed to doing mostly commercial events.
Yeah, I can imagine, because like that's where commercial music gets almost. It's like what Harley said before. It's like there was only a certain amount of songs that were released in the 2000s. Like it's always the same shit. Pitbull, Hotel Room, Flow Rider, Low, Venga Boys, this and that. But it attracts that demographic, that crowd. And like,
yeah, a lot of people would just like go, oh, I just want to get drunk and go stupid. Let's go out
fun,
to the major club.
Yeah.
But if you go into a smaller, more niche venue, then like half the crowd knows each other.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna get called out for being a creep.
But that's like what we were kind of talking about before, like with like say events at Jack Rabbit's and stuff like that, and certain events and everything. It's like if you play if it's a bass house event or something, you get that certain demographic. It's still wicked music, still good music. You got a Rechabite basement and stuff, but it attracts that kind of demographic. But at the same time, one thing that blows me away is the Vault. The Vault is so busy all the time. They have lines down the road and everything like that. But half of the people I reckon that go there don't even listen to techno house music, maybe. Yeah. Like, it's just the place to go. It's the place to be.
I mean, the Vault boys are very good at selecting artists, and they do plan some good after parties. And like, the venue capacity is at the sweet spot where it is viable to do it every weekend and manage to get it busy, and it's a really good time every weekend.
Bailey has done really well. Yeah. Like, really well. And the other guy he does it with, I can't remember his name.
Isaac.
Isaac, yeah. Those guys have done really well with what they've done with Lucy's Love Show. Yeah. Because, you know, there was that period of time when it went Amber, then Lucy's, and it was like rock and roll, and I was there, and it did work, and it didn't work. But then they just made it back to, like, EDM again.
Well, now they can, still has the aesthetic. They can do sporadic, like, rock and roll events. Yeah. But it's not going to work every weekend.
But then, how do you, because, you know, ages and ages ago, I think we mentioned this, but it's like, you know, Anton used to tell me a long time ago, it's like, if you want to be a DJ, you have to be a, You have to be a digital creator.
Don't go in there.
Into that toilet.
It's so good. Cute cat out there as well, the black and white cat.
Oh yeah, that's Tilly. Yeah.
I thought your cat just changed colour from like ginger to black and white.
No, I've got two.
I thought you had a mood
Sassy's
cat.
around here somewhere probably, but he's around there. But then like, how have you guys found over the years keeping up with social media, keeping up with the trends, keeping up with trying to post and like, you know, like stay not current but like in the scene in a way? Because it's like it's just never ending, right?
I get gig photos like most weekends. So
And you just post them on your own personal or like?
yeah, I've only got like one Instagram.
Yeah. But then like with the Facebook page as well, do you like do you do TikTok as well or?
So like all my photos and all my content will go up on Instagram. Some of it will go up on Facebook, and I've just started doing TikTok and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm only aiming for like one video a week, and it's usually a preview of a song or a clip of me playing out.
Yeah.
But
It's at least it's something.
Yeah, that's now being able to do that like 10 years after I've been into this industry.
Yeah.
If you're starting out and you don't have the opportunities to get content like that, I don't really know what I'd do.
Yeah. Well, that's where you have to pay photographers to come to the event and take photos for an hour. Like I've seen, and after talking to a few friends about it, it's like there are a lot of new DJs that are emerging in the scene for like house and techno events and stuff. But they are literally just getting a friend, paying them $100, and be like, "Can you just get heaps of photos and videos and do it for me?" In a way, and then send it to me just so they can use that to make it look like that in a busy crowd, but it might be a quiet night or this or that or whatever the goal is.
Yeah.
But it's the content, because so many people just look at their phones these days, right? Like, what about you, Harley? Like, do you keep up to date with like your socials and try and like just promote? Like, I'm
That's
playing
a big
here.
question.
Yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
Talking to the microphone.
So I'm just like, the heater's right next to me, and it's
move the
so
heater.
good. My precious heater. No, I've not been active on my socials like at all.
Yeah.
Not nearly as like as much as I should be. Not nearly enough. I was like really into TikTok for a while there, and it was going really good, and then I just stopped.
Really?
Yeah,
But it's like a black hole almost, right? Because you just keep trying to update things, make it fresh, make it new.
Well, I mean, I have an ideal schedule in my mind of what I would want going out content-wise, but every time I try to sit down and like make that a reality, it's just so overwhelming.
What's the schedule? Tell us the schedule.
No, it's just like videos per week, make X amount of posts per week.
Yeah.
Do this, do that, and it's just I don't know. I think I just like threw too much at myself, got overwhelmed, and just stopped it all. Because like, I think in the space of like 3 or 4 months, I got like 8K TikTok followers in like 3 or 4 months, which is like pretty good. So,
that's all right, yeah.
and if you consider I haven't posted anything meaningful in like over a year, you do the math, like could have really been something at this point.
Yeah.
And I just stopped posting.
I mean,
I was just kind of over it, and I was like, shit.
Over the last year, like working on Framework and working for Boomtick, we've made content for the events, which features us.
Yeah.
So it's like people are still seeing us, even if we're not putting out personal content.
That's cool.
I think the biggest thing for me as well was doing marketing, like advertising, content creation, and all that kind of stuff as a job. To then go home and continue to do that for the rest of the day.
That's it.
Is really hard.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at my laptop all day. I'm on Facebook all day, Ads Manager, Instagram, Messenger, email. I'm looking at all the main shit all day on my laptop, and now I got to go home, which takes an hour, just to pull out that same laptop and do it all over again in my free time.
Yep.
It's too much.
And
I just stopped doing it because I was like, well, this is what I'm doing every single day for work. I need to find other things to do at home, and that's why I got into the TikTok videos and shit. And it was going really good, and it was really fun. And then because I was doing well at it, then it became kind of part of my job, and then I stopped enjoying it so much. I enjoy making content, and I enjoy doing it as a job. I've just struggled on the personal side of things to be like, oh, what does Harley want to talk about today? What video do I want to make? I just made fucking like thirst traps and couple content and shit like that. It was like, it was cool. It got views, it got clicks, it generated some hate. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But like, and like honestly, I had it like kind of figured out. I had roundabout ways to advertise music, even if it wasn't like even if it felt a bit selloutish, but it was like I'd just name a song in a way that I knew would grab people, and then I also would name it in a way where I could then base a video around it. I'm naming the song because it's for a video.
Do not fuck to this song.
Yeah.
Do not fuck.
That's what one of the songs is called.
Yeah, nice.
Do not fuck to this song, because it's at 150 BPM and it's like fast bass house. So it's like, so like if you're keeping that up for like 20 or 30 straight minutes, you're gonna get a cramp. So just don't try and beat match the song in bed. It's the kind of song you don't want it to come on in your Spotify like sexy playlist. Like, keep it off. And so like you make that, and then I just made videos about trying not to fuck to that song.
That's fair.
See, you don't need to come up with the content, it's in the song title. So it's like everyone's like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna make, and then it's just like if you shit something out, it sometimes works. Like I made a video about the shoe size between me and my girlfriend, and I got 2 million views.
You got 2 million views.
Yeah, and it was just me
size.
showing off my shoes versus her shoes. Little foot, big foot, and then that was it.
And you got 2 million. Yeah, fuck. Okay.
And then that's when I was like, damn, this shit sucks. Because I was like, they just watch anything. You guys are fucking rotted. Like the slop that you soak up.
There's a reason why they call it brain rot, right?
Brain rot, dude. So but I'm the same. Like I got a watch later folder on my YouTube that goes for like years. I'm like, I love my schlop. I just eat it up, you know. But
you can just put it on and just like, you know, just do something else and still on the TV.
Yeah, but as I've gotten older, I love the long form content now way more. Like this kind of shit, awesome. I'm like video essays and like 30+ minute YouTube videos. I'm all about it. I'm like, you give me. And also, you know, everyone loves their memes and shit. But to actually go out of my way now to open an app and just browse short form content, fuck it. No. And the thing is,
I get sucked into TikTok.
Well, see, I would as well when I was making the content. So I'd have to strictly keep like an hour reserved to finding what the trending music is, finding what the trending videos are, finding everything that's relevant, whether it's hashtags, filters, everything. And after that hour, I make videos based on what I've got. Yeah. Because you can't, like, if you really want to just like tap into that algorithm, then you need to do that like reconnaissance beforehand.
That's it. Yeah.
For instance, like
you got to do
if you wanted to get like really good exposure on TikTok, a cool roundabout way that my girlfriend taught me was to get to the top of a song. So you don't need to have like the best video, but you need to have the best video within that song. So if you find a song that's got like 20 or 30,000 videos made from it, that's a good middle range where you're like, this has potential now to blow up. This could maybe have 1 million videos in a week or two. Yeah. If I get on it now, make the best video I can with this song, you might get pushed to the top, and then when everyone opens that song, you're right there.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And she helped me understand things like that. But then that's now adding onto your list. Now I need to go find what the trends are and what the trending song is, plus what's like the trending, not dance, but like what's it, like the editing style or this, that, what filter. I don't want to do that. It's so boring.
That's it's so boring. Like, it just takes
brain hurt. I don't want to.
But it's like, have you guys started playing that song where it's like, I like the way you kiss me?
Yeah.
Like, that's a banger of a song, but it's all over Instagram, and it kind of hasn't hit Perth yet, but it has. I reckon. Like certain places, like I played in Peach Pit. Some people know it. Some people are just like, what the fuck's this?
It's crazy. I've never actively played it or downloaded it, but I think I've heard the entire song so many times, and I don't listen to the radio. I don't have it on Spotify or anything. I actually couldn't even tell you where the fuck I've heard it, but I've heard it so many times, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm like, it's just made its way in, and I'm not even part of it, man. It's still stuck in my head as well, mate.
But it's branding. That's the biggest thing about it. And like you said, it's like it's got that song, and everyone's trending on that song, but they're trying to find videos to try and launch it to the top. It's just the algorithm. Yeah. And the algorithm fucking sucks. Algorithms suck.
Oh like, yeah, for sure, dude. Like, but I mean, I think, if anything, it's maybe on a positive side for you guys, because I feel like that long form and more genuine content is coming back hard.
I hope so.
I mean, dude, I mean, I don't know if you follow Mr. Beast, but even just looking at his latest YouTube videos, he's doing that himself. He's like, he created the Mr. Beastification of YouTube, where everything is just loud in your face, and it's like, what? Rims, all you got to do is hit like and subscribe and sell me your soul. Like, let's go. And now it's just like, hey, what's up? And I'm talking to the camera, and his videos are like 40+ minutes long, and he's actually just communicating to the camera and more commentating on what's happening rather than being a part of it. And I love that shit. That was so, honestly, his latest videos are better than the other ones because I don't like
cool.
10 minutes of someone yelling at me.
Yeah.
It's annoying. Turn it down. But I'm like, I can listen to Mr. Beast commentate about a premise that makes sense to me. Like, you know, we're gonna, if he doesn't blow up this boat, he gets to keep it. I'm like, cool, I know what the premise is. Now I can just listen to him describe what's going on, and I actually can do dishes and shit around the house, and I'm still taking in the content. I think that shit's coming in hard as fuck now. Everyone is super like disingenuous and just like everything's very short.
So I kind of feel like everything has kind of just turned to brain rot. It's whether it be like stupid dances or stupid memes or whatever it is. Like some of the stuff is funny and it can work quite well because to get that little bit of laughter. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like everything goes in waves, just like music. It comes in cycles, right? Like I miss the classic dubstep, the old school, like you know, OG Adventure Club and stuff like that. But then like how dubstep disappeared for a bit. But then we had filth, and it kind of came back with like trench dubstep and everything. It's
like
so
rhythm and shit.
Rhythm, and it's so harsh. But it's just the new iteration of dubstep.
Well, now it's going back to the original.
Really?
It's like the OG dubstep kind of vibes now.
Do you know the artist Hamdi?
Handy? No. Like it's
look him up after.
All right,
like Hamdi, Liney, Peekaboo, like all of those kind of.
It's going back to like real deep sounds.
That's cool. Because that's where I reckon it did get a bit too harsh, almost.
HAMDI. DI. Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. So this dude.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know if this is a controversial take or anything, but if you were a rhythm kid, you're probably a jump up kid now. Either way,
bloody jump
you're
up
annoying.
drum bass. Yeah. We've only got like around 15 minutes left. So you guys work at Boomtick now?
Yes.
Like, and so what do you guys do at Boomtick? And what's it like? How do you get into Boomtick? What even is it, really? It just does tickets, right?
No.
And Boom.
No,
And
lots
Boom?
of people think that, but we actually have nothing to do with ticket sales.
Really?
Well, we sell tickets for our own events, but nothing to do with ticketing. It's not a ticket platform.
Yeah, we're not like an Eventbrite or something like that.
Yeah. They did own Lucy's Love Shack until very recently. Jackrabbit Slims, Filler, Touchbase Perth, the Perth leg of the Touchbase. Breakfast.
And then what it was Listen Out as
and
well.
they've had previous countless events. Like our big boss has been in the industry for like 25 years or so.
Oh wow. So there's a lot involved, but then what do you guys do within it? Like
I mainly do graphic design and video content.
Yeah.
I just sit there and look pretty.
Nice. Very nice.
Ollie's been pretty good with the video content.
That's been cool. I've from like it kind of comes from what I was talking about before with the TikToks and stuff. Making those videos then just evolved into downloading CapCut on my laptop, which is
CapCut.
Yeah, it's actually pretty sick. It's just a free,
really good for
free.
Make
video
your
editing.
recap clips on it. It's really good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, straight up. Like if you're gonna like actually make like recaps for your podcast, get CapCut.
CapCut.
Very.
Is this it here?
Very easy to just pick up and use.
Yeah.
Can you use like it's computer as well?
Yeah,
not
yeah,
just
yeah.
phone?
On your phone and on your computer. CapCut is like it's heavily integrated into like the TikTok like ecosystem and shit, but it's like it can just be its own just standalone video editor, and that's what I use. It's awesome. Make videos. It's very drag and drop, very user friendly.
You organise promo groups.
Yeah, I do promo, and I do ads, and I do marketing, and like concepts, and just all that kind of shit. Like,
But then,
I do
how did
lots
you
of stuff.
guys learn all this? Like, do you watch any online tutorials? Do you
No, I just learned from doing.
Yeah, being in the industry.
And
like
also,
the job that I applied for 2 years ago, they said like recommended that you have a marketing degree or something, but I got in because I've been in the industry.
You know what the industry is about, almost. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I've done with my life.
Yeah, that's cool. Though.
I was gonna say like I was taught like a lot from like people that I worked with, but like I really did just like learn. Like I didn't go to uni and learn how to run events. I didn't do any marketing courses or anything. I just
real life experience.
Someone took a chance on me and gave me a job and told me everything they know, and you know, you hit a certain point where then you're teaching yourself and you're building off of that stuff. And now I'm in another position now where I'm at Boomtic where I'm learning heaps. I'm like, it's good. I'm like, I feel, in the lightest way possible, I'm probably like, I'm the dumbest person in the room, but that's good because I'm absorbing everything, and it's good. It's I like to be in a state where I'm constantly learning, because then once you show up to your job and you're like, I know everything, I know the routine, it's like that's when I feel like you can kind of get a bit complacent and stuff like that. But like at the moment, like I feel like every time I'm at work, I'm learning something new, a new skill, a new technique, a better, a faster way of doing things. I mean, it's fucking awesome.
That's
really
so good, because then they just took a chance and like, well, you guys have been DJs.
We'd already been playing their events. For 5 years. Like we'd already been somewhat involved with their events for 5 years.
And then like it just happened that when Harrison, we both used to work in the same place, and he left that place first, and he ended up getting a job at Boomtic, which is awesome. And then a year later, I left, and they hit me up, and
then just went from there. And like so far, it's been really good.
It's been really good. Yeah, we got to do framework, which was awesome. And
so you guys did framework, or like what is framework? Because
framework's just run by Boomtic. Like we're heavily involved.
So but Boomtic did framework, and then it was like me, Harrison, and all the Boomtic guys as well, and we all did it together, and it was really, really fun. It was really cool. And that was hosted at Jackrabbit Slims, and that was every Saturday. But we've just recently stopped it now. So framework has stopped for now. But
do you reckon you'd ever pick it back up again at all?
We definitely want to bring it back in a different way.
Weekly.
Yeah, because it seems like it is a cool idea, right? Because it's just like trusses, like just around like a square, and then the DJ booth in the middle, like a boiler room thing.
It's just
and then we had a big focus on like being recorded sets, because
recording sets.
People would do it sporadically for events in Perth, but there wasn't here's where this happens every weekend.
No, it was like walking into the club and being like, this is where the cameras will be mounted, and then we needed to get someone in who knew exactly what they were doing to set all of that up and all the wiring and everything. But
what company did you guys go through for that?
Oh, we just
did
Brendan
it yourselves?
just went through Brendan Sessage.
Nice.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Just a videographer in Perth.
And he just
was awesome.
Set it all up, and but it's just recorded though. It's not like live streamed or anything like that.
No, we just got it all, and then once we're in the office at the start of the week, it's game time for him. Go through all of it, clip the lot, and then it goes over to me. I've got the best clips, so then I'm making TikToks off of those clips, captioning them and like piecing them together for the internet. And then he gets them up on YouTube as well in their full version. So it's like
only a couple of them went up on YouTube.
Yeah, honestly, I feel they might go up as well. Like since we've got so much to post. Because how many gigs did we fill by the end of it, or some shit? Like wasn't it just like ridiculous?
In the 10 months that it operated, we had like multiple terabytes of footage.
Multiple terabytes of footage. Wow.
Because we had to record like entire nights of everyone's set, so it was like tens of terabytes or something. Of like
not tens.
I don't know, man.
Like 5 terabytes.
I was thinking at the beginning, because we had like 1 week where we got all of the content and none of it was like compressed or something like that. So like one of the video files were like over like 100 gigabytes or something like that, and then Mitch was like, this isn't right. Something's wrong. This isn't quite correct.
This doesn't seem quite right.
I think we changed the cameras from 4K to 1080p.
Yeah, that might have been it.
Here's one for you. So like Gesaffelstein 2012, right? He played at like a boiler room set in Berlin or whatever. But like when he was, it's all, like they recorded the whole lot, but like maybe like a year after that set came out and it was on YouTube and stuff, they took it down, but they put it back up, but they actually cut a little section out of it. So the section is where some guy rocks up, bumps him. He's like, let's go underneath the table. So he actually goes under the table, right? And then Boiler Room got in trouble for that, because it's like, obviously the DJ's doing something under the DJ booth, right? But with recording, because you cut it all up, I can imagine you probably see some funny shit, right? Oh, really?
Page.
Yeah.
There was definitely some that.
There's only one bad thing that was captured. I'm not going to mention it.
Yeah, that's alright.
But it was just a lot of funny shit.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like completely empty stage, start of the night, and then this dude is just like, all right, I'll enter frame in a handstand. It's like, what? It's just like filming the DJ, and he's just walking into frame on his hands behind him. I'm like, alright.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Get it, King. Let's go.
That's awesome. But like, did you guys ever think, like when you were younger, before the DJing, you'd actually end up where you are now? Like with what's
No,
going
I wanted
on?
to be a writer.
You want to be a
write
writer?
books. Yeah,
Shit.
that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, wow.
So
That's a bit of a change.
yeah, nah, bit of a change. I still get to use my writing though for like marketing and
Yeah.
captions and incredible song titles. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I was like super into English and writing, like
Yeah,
creative
no
writing
shit.
stuff. It was cool.
And then I don't know you
And then
discovered
music.
Yeah, music.
Nah.
And then,
Yeah.
My mum has
parties.
a drawing I did when I was about 8 years old.
Wait, what? You're who?
My mum has a drawing I did about when I was about 8 years old.
What was the drawing of? Like,
Me being a DJ.
really? You just knew right from the beginning, like, I just wanted to follow music, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is dope.
But that's the
Fucking
thing, it's
sick.
the dedication. Like, look where you guys are now. Like, you know, you're playing every weekend out and about. You're playing at some, you know, the Perth's biggest clubs, biggest events, festivals, this and that. Like, you build a brand for yourselves.
Thanks,
And it's
man.
like, it's good. Like, it's really good. Because it's, you know, on the podcast, I talk about how, like, you know, Perth is so small.
Yeah.
And, like, with Perth being so small, the best way to put it is, like, how do you fit, like, 1,000 or 10,000 DJs into 7 nightclubs, right? It's just so competitive. And unfortunately, because it's so competitive, it can lead to toxicity sometimes.
Yeah.
But then with leading into toxicity, it's like having the right people playing at the right venues, at the right gigs, and giving off that good vibe of everyone's welcome, come hang out, come have a fun time. Like, you know, it's not like a, oh, I'm, you know, nah, fuck off, I'm not taking your request. It's like a, nah, sorry, like, I don't have that song. Like, it's being polite, it's having fun with it,
Yeah.
but giving off that energy. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
just kill him with kindness.
yeah,
Straight
that's-
up, like the whole point of you being there is for them.
yeah,
I'm like, you're playing, you know, I'm talking standard club nights, weekly shit, all regular, all routine, not one-off things, but like, they're not there for you most of the time. You're
Yeah.
there for them. They want to hear the music that they
Provide
love.
the vibe.
Provide the vibe. Like, they want to hear classics. They want to hear sing-alongs. They want to be a bit cheesy and a bit corny. They're all drunk.
yeah.
No one's thinking.
That's
they
it.
just know in their like.
But the
in their
DJ
mind
wants
what
to
they
play
want.
jump up drum bass.
But the DJ headaches, and that's what you have to listen to now.
Where can you even go to listen to Jump Up these days?
Well, not framework.
Did he actually play Jump Up at Framework?
There was a
or-
lot of jump up.
Really? There's a lot
Kind
of
of
jump up.
discouraged.
It was
Yeah.
discouraged.
No,
Why?
towards the end, I feel like it was just like, can we
Completely.
diversify things a bit, please?
Yeah, and that's fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it is interesting with Perth how it's like we have such a huge drum and bass community. We have such a huge like, it's the house community is getting bigger.
Yeah,
but
house
we
is
have
sick.
we have a
House is big.
massive commercial community though. They just don't care. Like you said, they just want to go out, drink, have fun, just forget about everything
Yeah.
Yeah.
and have fun.
I can guarantee you, most of the people that are going to go to festivals are going because their friends are going.
That's it,
I can't
right?
name a single person on the
But,
lineup.
but that's like what's so wild, right? It's like Seasons. Seasons is all local lineup. They brought Dizzy Rascal over one time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like those guys are killing it, like for what they're doing. I
But
mean,
they got like good ticket prices.
yeah,
The like the setups they did were
yeah, good.
better than a lot of festivals.
They know their audience. They're
Yeah.
catering exactly to who they need to be. Like, they're just,
Exactly.
like, it's a really fun,
Like,
like
do you
really
want to pay
easy party.
$60 to come to our thing, or $230 to go see this lineup?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Honestly, on the same topic though, going to a festival and not knowing a single person on the lineup sounds kind of epic. Because I'm like, I've discovered some incredible, like insane artists by just stumbling onto a stage that I didn't know about, or just standing and waiting for like the next person to come on. I don't know who they are, and you just figure out like the craziest like people, and you're like, wow, I'm a huge fan of whoever this is.
it. Yeah,
It's cool. I'm like, all power to them. I'm like, most of the time I only go to a festival if it's a super strong lineup and I'm like, this ticks like at least 10 boxes, I'll go. But I mean, I feel like just because like we're DJs, it's kind of hard to drag us out for
Yeah,
something
that's
that isn't
it.
work. When you're doing something for work all the time, you don't want to do it for free. I'm like, I feel like
Yeah.
if you have like a doctor
Yeah.
friend, they don't want to be asked medical questions all the time.
exactly. Yeah, when
So-
you're not at work, you don't want to think of work almost.
Straight up.
But then when you are at work, you just want to be like all into it because you're at work. Like,
Like, I mean, I still want to do like a little bit more, but like last week, just for example, I had my birthday and I couldn't think really of anything worse than going out.
Really?
Like, I don't want to. I'm like,
Yeah.
I go out every single week and I have to work. I'm like, there was definitely people I wanted to see and maybe a few things I wanted to do, but I was like, I stayed home and I had a really nice dinner and I watched movies and I relaxed and I was
Yeah.
like, that's the vibe, because the week later, I'll be at a club where there's heaps of energy and heaps of alcohol and a lot going on. I'm like, I want the complete opposite. I want the easiest, chillest birthday ever, where there's no stress and no worries, because it's the complete opposite for work.
That's it. Well, one last thing I got to ask. So, would you guys actually like describe yourselves as more introverts that the work is extroverted, or would you say that you extroverts and then obviously after the gig you just want to go
that's
and
the
rest?
first one all the
It's
way.
the first one, yeah. Because that's it, right?
I got into DJing because I became very introverted when I moved to Perth.
Yeah.
Different. I feel like I was very different when I lived over east. That's where I grew up and everything. But when I moved here, super introverted, and so I really pushed myself to get into DJing, to force myself into these social situations, to force myself into, you know, situations that made me the most uncomfortable. And overcoming that is like, okay, cool, now I know how to talk to people, I know how to make friends, I know what to say, what not to say. Cool. And I basically got to treat like my job as like A/B testing for what to do and what not to do.
That's it. Life experiences almost like.
Yeah, it was good. And I was, so yeah, definitely introvert. I don't know about you, but
Yeah, what about you?
what about you, mate? Fucking tell us about it, mate.
tell us.
Yeah,
Tell us
more
about
so introverted. Just really love performing.
Well, that's it, right? Because it is, once you go on stage, it's just out of this world. So much fun.
Yeah.
But when you get off stage, like, I pulled it up the other week, but can you, Kiki, can you look up River of Darkness by Time Cop 1983? So this is like one of my favorite songs. But do you guys know it? Or? No, but
never heard of any of those.
have a look at the lyrics though, right? So, zoom in a little bit. It's like one of my favorite songs. But look, forget why I came here and forget why I stayed. And I wonder if they'd noticed if I slipped away. What if I kept going? What if I don't get off tonight? What if I ride this to the edges, through the darkness to the light? And then like right at the end, if you scroll down, so it's like, I mean, yeah, it's all about a girl, but it's like, I know you miss her, man, but you can't keep doing to yourself. She's moved on, and meanwhile you're out here just walking the streets at night alone in a river of darkness. How much does that hit home, right? Because when the club finishes, we go home. That's how it is. The bartenders are still in there packing up the bar, but we just, you know, you guys take your thumb drives out, your headphones, I pack my laptop up, and we go to our car and we go, well, that was a fun night.
Yeah, and then it's the mission of how the fuck do I decompress at 5 a.m. and get myself into a headspace of sleep. Yeah. Dude, straight up, that's why we got to legalize it, man. I'll tell you right now, you will not have any fights at nightclubs anymore. All you got to do, end the night, hand out free joints to everyone on the streets. Everyone will be vibes, hanging out, passing around joints, sharing. Tell me one person that's going to get into a scruff when they're high.
Shop owners,
no one.
Yeah.
And kebab shop make money.
They would.
No more fights at nightclubs. Everyone's high. Straight up.
That's it.
Wisdom.
Vote me president 2025.
But see, like, I'll send you guys this song, but it's like it's what's the word for it? It's like synthwave, like electronic.
Okay, yeah, cool.
It's really cool shit. But like I stumbled upon this, and now it's like it is one of my favorite songs because it's literally, it applies to almost every fucking DJ that plays at pubs, bars, nightclubs, whatever.
Facts, man. That's
like as soon as we finish and the night is over, we just walk back to our cars in a river of darkness and go home. And we wait until the next weekend.
Trying not to get punched or rolled.
Yeah, that's it.
Trying to look as like you don't have expensive equipment in your bag.
Yeah.
Or that your bag is expensive.
Well, see, that's one thing I've always been so skeptical about. Because like I've got my bag with my DJ deck in it, with my laptop, with all the cables and stuff. But I've got like a metal, you know, the laptop stands, the metal, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the little fold-in one.
Z one?
Yeah, the Z one, yeah. Yeah, the Z one.
You get a white one?
No, I had a white one, but I don't know, I think I left it at a gig. But in saying that though, it's like I keep that on me. And like if something happens or someone's...
that'd be a hell good weapon.
Yeah, because it clocks someone in the fucking head. Like, that's it, I'll open it and fucking swinging at them. But like that's the thing, it's scary sometimes walking back to your car.
Yeah.
I've never had an issue, thankfully, ever. I've had security walk me to my car once, but that was it.
All my club gigs, I still Uber back.
Uber back? Well, that's the way to do it, just in case. Because that's like what you said before, like about behind Club Humble. It's like if you get jumped by like 5 people, you get fucking jumped by 5 people. They're trying to get your camera. Fuck that. That's scary.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Walk around with like I got really big rings that I would wear just in case. I've never gone to a scruff. I've never been in a fight or nothing. But I'm like, when I would walk around, hands in my pockets.
That's it.
And if something had to happen, at least I got a little bit extra on my fingers.
Yeah.
And
Knock some teeth.
yeah, like, dude, I got like a titanium ring that literally just has a huge spike that comes off of it, and I just like walk around with like that in my pocket, and it just made me feel a little bit better. It's probably the same way someone might clutch at their pepper spray in their handbag.
That's what I was going to say.
Never going to use it, never needed to, never wanted to.
Yeah.
But it was just
in case.
for me.
Yeah. Just in case, to feel safer about walking home or getting to your car or whatever.
And also, fun fact, WA is the only place you can actually carry pepper spray. So
really,
it's pretty.
I thought we weren't allowed in WA, but it was allowed everywhere else or something. I don't.
All the way around.
Never looked into it. Like,
if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but
Kiki,
I'm never wrong. I believe that everywhere else it's considered a concealed weapon, but then in WA it's a controlled weapon. So you are allowed to just go buy it and have it. And there is it. Pepper
there you go. Yeah, it's
and
legal.
it's considered a controlled weapon. There you go.
Yeah.
Instead of prohibited. Okay, I got a bit wrong, but yeah. So for a lot of people, I always just say, if you're feeling uneasy or unsafe, go get pepper spray. You are absolutely allowed to have it in West Australia, and you should take full advantage of that.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good to know.
And we should probably end it on that because we've been going for almost 2 hours.
Oh, real?
The final wisdom of the day: buy earplugs. Wear them.
Buy
earplugs and wear them. They are very cheap, and they don't turn off the party. Like that's not what happens. Like, you still feel and hear everything. It's silly not to wear earplugs.
So yeah, I don't wear earplugs. I do and I don't. I have them on my keys, but it depends on where I go. Like if I go clubbing, I wear them. But with gigs, I usually have the fallback, and I just try and like have the fallback loud but not too loud.
Honestly, I just like to try and have just like the booth monitor off and have as little volume as possible, so that everything's going out to them, and then I can kind of have no earplugs and get away with it. Yeah, for sure. Like, I much prefer like a silent kind of stage,
That's
and then
cool.
like everything out to them. I mean, most of the time, I'm talking gigs where it's like I know exactly what I'm doing, exactly what to do.
Yeah,
I know what songs to play at what times and stuff. I'm like,
same thing with you as well, Harry, or?
No, I turn the booth on.
Yeah, you turn it loud, right?
Because I got my earplugs in there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
that's the thing. And
it
then,
also keeps away annoying pages when you can turn the booth up.
Yeah, you're like, huh?
yeah.
Huh?
And then I'll end up in the opposite position where I then stumble onto a DJ and they've got the booth monitor up, and I'm like, okay, now I have to wear my earplugs because I'm not going to pull up to their set or like wait for them to finish their set. Hold on, too loud, fuck you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 204.
Yeah, 204. It wasn't 420.
No. 420.
Yeah. No, thank you so much for coming on, though, you guys. This has been good.
Thanks for having us.
And this has been a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me, man.
So
We
much
appreciate it.
information. So much information.
You're so welcome. Okay, so would you rather?
Okay, here we go.
Would you rather unlimited bacon, but no more games, or would you prefer unlimited games,
And no more bacon.
but no games?
But unlimited games, but no games. I don't know. Number 2. No, number 1. Bacon. What would you say, Harry?
You pick the bacon,
Yeah.
so you don't want games.
No, I want Oh no, I do want games. So I guess
Group
number 2.
chat's gonna
But did you
love
say
this.
unlimited games, but no games?
Well, you can have unlimited bacon, but no more games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or unlimited games, but no more games.
Or yeah, you can have unlimited games,
Yeah.
but no games.
But no games. So how does that work? Do I have Xbox games? Or
What do you mean?
There's unlimited
It's
games.
just one or the other.
Option 2. All right.
Why?
Right. Would you rather once a year, out of the blue, you don't know what day it is, what time it will happen, all right? But there'll be an orangutan with a scimitar trying to get you, right? Or
What's a
every
scimitar?
time, it only happens once a year. So you have to like attack or try and survive against a orangutan with a scimitar, right?
Okay.
Or would you rather every time you get in a car or into your house, you have to fight a chicken?
Fight a chicken, bro.
Every time you have to fight a chicken.
Orangutan can just just one hit.
But it only happens once a year.
But
but every
the
time,
orangutan can sneak up on you and one hit you.
Yeah, that's if you've not been studying the blade. I picked the orangutan.
You reckon the orangutan?
Easy.
Because that's
Easy
what I mean.
win.
Like, as soon as you get in your car, there'll be a chicken attacking you.
I grew up basically with
Yeah,
that
you like-
reality, and I don't want.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want, but it's like every
You know
time you
it's
get in
there.
your
Yeah,
car,
well, you know it's gonna happen.
yeah, there's gonna be a chicken in your car. But then, what are you gonna do with the carcasses as well?
Can we go back to that tab about
Front-
pepper spray?
Making chicken.
That's cool. So we got one answer for each.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
go fucking scimitar.
I'd go the orangutan because
Yeah.
I'd buy a gun.
Or I'd train him to roll joints and smoke with me.
All that, yeah. But like, also,
He'll have put the scimitar through your throat.
but this is the other thing though.
no.
So like, as I said, it can happen at any time. So you could just like, you know, you go shopping at Karen Up and you're trying to find your car, and there's just an orangutan standing there with a sword.
And right next to your car is your mate getting attacked by a
leaning
chicken.
against the that's it.
We make the orangutan fight the chicken.
Yo, gnarly and Flashcult, bro. Yo.
Yeah. All right, cheers so much, guys. Also, leave your answer in the comment section about which one you prefer, orangutan or chickens.
Yeah, unlimited bait. No.
Wait, have we got any more comments? You can tell Harley doesn't play RuneScape. What?
Okay. Okay, what's going on? We got Goofy.
Yo, Ryan.
I love you, Brody. If you're still there, love you very much. Here we go. Bro's lost the game.
Okay.
Oh,
Here we
don't
go.
play RuneScape, bro. Come on.
Shut up. Even though
No, he did. He
He
was
did,
the
only
pretty
one.
girl.
Yeah, the pretty girl.
He was the pretty girl all along.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, there's actually a few in here. I don't know. Claremont. Claremont need the 3000s. Excision is still king. Honestly, like that's actually like such a fucking like point. Is that like although like the old school American style of bro step and dubstep is pretty almost faded out of existence, especially in Australia. Excision.
It's still king.
He done it.
Yeah.
Big screen dinosaur happy
That's it.
serotonin.
People headbanging and literally getting neck problems.
Love the dub.
Yeah. But yeah.
THC in the smoke machine, dude. That's fucking insane.
Good idea.
Yeah, thanks Brody for always dropping me home because it was too sketchy,
thank you, Brody.
or I was too lazy, or you just wanted someone to cuddle with in the car.
Aw.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, shout out my girlfriend. She's better than you at RuneScape.
There you go. Heard it from the man himself.
And shout out me. I'm
Shout
better
out
than you at
his
Halo.
girlfriend. She has a good dog.
Yeah,
Good dog.
good dog. Hold on.
All right, yeah.
Camera.
Yeah, pull up, yeah.
Yeah, Kiki, pull that one up. Alright, hold on.
Wait, what type of dog is it though?
A good one.
Okay. It's a good dog. We don't get a breed.
Yo, shout out dog.
My
That's
guy.
a good dog.
Shout out dog.
Is that its name as well? Dog?
His name's Aggle.
Aggle.
Nah, it's Axel.
No.
Honestly, his name's Axel, but we've been calling him Aggle so much around the house because it's so much softer and cuter, and he's also a big baby princess. Like he's like 7 years old, but he acts like he's like 3 months old, and
Nice.
so it's like Aggle is so soft and baby, but then it's like when you get in trouble and your like parent calls your full name, like it's
Yeah.
like Axel. It's like much
Yeah.
more powerful and like commanding,
Domineering
and it's
almost,
like
yeah.
Axel, don't poo poo there, poo poo there. And then, but Aggle's more like dinner time.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. And if, oh, there you go.
There
He
you
is
go.
American Staffy,
Very
not
nice.
a good boy,
Not a-
just an American Staffy.
Just an American.
And if he's heard me say, because this is probably playing at my house right now, so if he's heard me say this, I hope he's losing his mind because he can hear my voice, but he can't see me.
Oh, maybe.
I hope so.
Yeah. They might get another comment from Cynthia. I'd be like, yeah, he's lost
Shout
his
out
shit.
my girlfriend's dog. Yeah, let's go.
Challenge, finish the live stream impossible. Edition.
5 a.m.
Yeah, it's like 4:20 right now. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, cheers, guys, and we will see you next week with. Oh no, this is this week. So we got one this week. She's a cool girl. I forgot her name, but she's cool.
5 feet, cool girl.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
cool
we
girl.
can do like a wipe transition. We're like, and we're back.
That's it. We're just not going to finish it up. All right, but
We
cheers
lock
so
him
much,
up
though.
in here when we're done.
Oh, wait, he stood up. You need a pee? Is that all good?